of phrasing that was because it was never recorded. Sucks to suck.
Yes.
It's just like,
I'm pretty sure I asked this before. Is there already, did we already learn what kind of character is going to appear next week?
Nope.
No, that's a
It
secret.
is a complete surprise.
Only,
and I am so excited.
only Rog knows because he done the art. He done the art.
Okay, back.
The luxury of knowing.
So I can just say.
Oh, I don't even know, Lecter. She's keeping it from me too.
I can give you a hint.
Don't.
No
Please.
hints. No. I want to be completely surprised.
No, you don't know. You don't get it. You know how my hints work. You don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about until you see the full picture. But
We'll find it out anyway.
all I'm gonna say is
just give us an entire week.
You have theory conspirators here, so I'm pretty sure it's safer to just not say anything.
Fine.
By the way, if you don't give us a hint, I'm pretty sure just us theory crafting together can generate 15 characters that could reasonably be the next player.
God damn it! And I wanted to have
I only have one hint, but that doesn't narrow it down ever because, well, she said it herself as to the type of class, not the actual class, but the weaponry, and it's like, oh, that narrows it down. Not really.
What was it?
Completely in the dark.
What was it?
I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
I mean, I just know I'm just gonna have a lot of fun when shit hits the fan. Oh, you bet.
I'm looking forward to it because she was pretty excited. It's like, so I have this build that I want to try. The only problem is I need to find a group, and that's a pain in the ass. It's like, well, I know of a group where you can do some crazy, overpowered stuff. If that's what you're going for.
Ready for some shenanigans?
Yeah, ready for some shenanigans.
Let's get her going.
Give me a second. Oh god. Oh no. God, did I copy and paste the thing? Oh, I did not. So, session of.
Give me a second. Memes.
Uh-oh.
That should sum it up.
Yes.
I'm just gonna check something in the folder, looking for a specific.
Oh no.
It's important. It's very important.
Well, on the topic
It
of
better
things,
be.
I started watching Breaking Bad again, and it's inspiring me to quicken the process of Lecter inventing the Geneva Conventions.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I started watching Gravity Falls.
Nice.
That shit's so.
Good choice.
I just finished the first season,
Very
so
nice.
I'm about to start season 2, but I
Oh,
love
I
it
see.
so
Yeah,
much.
culture
It's
is
such a good show.
Oh, you have no idea.
I have a little bit of what's gonna happen. I know it's gonna get really good at the end.
Oh, yeah.
No spoilers, but yeah, just I love it.
You haven't watched all of it?
I was
Yes.
I was in when it was out. I was doing other things, and I had moved my proper media outlet from TV to online, so I didn't really see it, and I just wasn't really into the Disney Channel.
I watched that Gravity Falls 5 times.
Well, this is my first, so let me just experience it.
It's his first time. Let him enjoy it.
It's
You're
always
not
so
enjoying it full force. Me, an above average enjoyer of a show.
I mean, it is nice.
From experience.
I will tell you, it is nice to go watch the series and look and find out, oh, that's where they get this meme format. That's where this meme format's from.
Yeah.
It's
Ah.
definitely there and all that. I'm just surprised of how little episodes is this. Like only 2 seasons. It's like really.
But yeah,
And I'm
as
like,
someone who's literally watched the movie Your Name 12 times,
oh, that's on my list. That's actually on my list of things to watch too.
Watch it.
It's on my list. The only I don't know exactly where I can find it without.
I
Like,
can give you 5 different sources right
Wait,
now.
wait. Where do you want to find what now? I could also
the song,
give.
the movie Your Name, but I don't want any shady
I actually
places.
have the movie.
I only have shady places.
Yo ho ho.
In a bottle of rum.
So, session 44. Capitalism. Huzzah.
That's what they're going for.
And we have a document.
Oh boy.
Crap.
So, since everybody's
Lecter
Have an
knows.
agenda.
The
So-
depressing part is because we don't have the money yet, this will take a while until it actually takes effect.
So, well, I guess everybody's present, right? Yeah.
I
See-
assume so.
So, to recap the story so far, last we left off, you wandered into a library, browsed some
Rog, we
books.
can hear your dog.
Ken-
Oh, sorry.
Ken-
Very sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know why it started just as we started.
So, found a bunch of books. Ken found 2 large tomes that probably could kill a person, at least a gnome, and that dedicate to enchantment.
Don't give me ideas.
Rock found a book about ivory and how to make jewelry or fine arts out of it. Yeah, Lecter bought himself the Dorian Empire's encyclopedia about its friends and foes that gave a bunch of details about the current races from the common to the uncommon and beyond. And of course, then he got himself a book about some plane shifters exploits, and it's like, and you kind of got yourself some purchases, and eventually you wandered off to just pass the time because I guess everybody wants to see that execution tomorrow. Made it to the shop where there were sold only sticks and sticks alone, until you realize all those sticks are mad infused with some sort of wacky shit. So a trade was struck. Instead of gold, the scales of your recent kill of a dragon were traded. 135 for Gale's harpoon. And yeah, and of course also you made a deal with your local goblin guide in the name of Tasha to basically sell her all your flesh of the dragon.
Most of it.
Well, most
Sounded
of it.
kinky there for a second.
And yeah, you got 30,000 gold for that, and you were told that you will receive the rest in the following weeks once the capital comes back. And besides that, Raw got himself a new toy. Kenna got a lot to read, and they decided to head off to an inn, the cheap kinds, and let's just say they ended up in a lichen den. Well, not a lichen den, but a tavern mostly inhabited by lichens, where they barricaded their...
Lycanthropy.
Yeah.
Yep,
So
sorry, was bad. Oh.
So yeah, you barricaded the door because even though the armadillo innkeeper said, if you don't want company, lock the door, there were no locks on the door. So improvisations needed to be made. Meanwhile, Omnius and Lecter headed north towards the port to find themselves someone capable and able to make a ship out of a singular tree. However, that may be possible. And actually, in a stroke of luck, met an old tabaxi by the name of Net. who offered them to make such a ship if they know what specifically they'd like to get. And
No, believe me, I busted my ass to find that.
But besides that, you knew that you were short on cash, and you decided, you know what? Let's look for somewhere where we can make a nice deal to get rid of the rest of the scales and maybe more of the dragon. So you flew along the coastline until you finally found something unnatural in this wooden city. Buildings of stone and metal. And a giant building that is made of those things with a bunch of a large influx of people going in and out. Whew, you found yourself the Grand Exchange in the Cradle Rocks. So, let me check. So, Omnius and Lecter. A second.
Are you still invisible?
Who's invisible?
Omnius?
Oh.
/ are you taking that chance again?
It's up to him to
What's
decide.
up?
Still
One more
invisible?
time? Oh no,
Are you
I'm
still-
currently invisible.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So,
The
this
only person that has any idea at all that I'm there is the shipbuilder who heard me talk a couple of times.
I would assume that I know that you're there, and otherwise I might have a problem.
Yes, obviously. Talking to anybody outside the party.
I just realized theoretically you could just teleport away and I'm just stranded there.
Well, my teleportation still makes a puff of some sort of something. Sorry, I'm watering plants out in my garden right now.
okay. So,
Figured it'd be a good time.
despite not even entering the Grand Exchange, you can hear shouts, yells, of bartering, and purchases all across the area. You look for the widely open door where an influx of people are coming in and out from what you could assume from all sides of this world.
Nice beard, Omnius.
You see, a large open area about 4 stories going up and going down via ladders made of tree branches. And people by the hundreds, if not 1,000 or so, wandering this market, browsing, selling, buying, whatever. And you basically can see all kinds of assortments just from the door opening above and below. From exotic spices and pets to dangerously looking weaponry and armor. So, Lecter and Omnius, what would you like to do?
So, if I recall correctly, there's one specific thing we want to buy and one specific thing we want to sell.
I don't really have a lot of time. I hear quietly from behind you.
Could you repeat that, please?
Well, I don't really have a whole lot that I want to buy. You hear quietly from behind you.
Well, we discussed at least one thing. Actually, we just discussed that thing meta, so yeah, that doesn't quite count.
I'm here to sell that ivory. Come on.
Well then, entering the building, is there any kind of directionary map? Like, go this way if you want to do it.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Good that I'm good at that. 23.
Alrighty. So, despite not being a single indication or a map about where to go, you give a quick look and you realize that everything is kind of neatly categorized. From simpler daily consumable goods to just normal things that a normal person would buy, they're all in the lower floors below the main, while more exotic creatures, trinkets, and items are above the level you are on.
Generally speaking, is it just open bartering, or is there any kind of clear system at hand for if you want to sell wares?
You can see a lot of just people bartering, a bunch of shouts. You do see price tags, but of course, some people might think that it's a bit too high. Or maybe they want to offer them something that is clearly too high of a price. So,
I assume if the value of items becomes higher the higher you go, and like especially for exotic wares, like if it's 4 layers in total, maybe let's go up to floor 3, maybe 4. Just start looking around there. Just generally carousing the market.
alrighty.
Works for me.
Are you just perusing, just looking if anything catches your eye, or looking for something specific?
Genuinely, for now, I'm just looking around, trying to get a grasp of.
Roll me investigation or perception. Same with you, Omnius.
Okay.
So.
24 for me.
Oh god.
29.
So. Below, going downwards, you can see the basic goods, meat markets, animal hides, the basic stuff for everyday consumption and usage. For in the floor that you are at the moment, you can see that there pottery, things made of wood, craftsmanship items, but nothing that would be catching quite a price. Going one floor above, you start to see that there's more weapons, items of adventuring sorts, trinkets that would probably have some sort of magical potential, art and items with unknown origin that probably could fetch a fine price. Third floor is where you start to see specialized things, and one of them immediately you recognize as someone who probably deals with dragon, as you see scales that shine in nice shade of yellow, golden, red, blue, in the form of chainmails, gauntlets. As you see, the man who's behind this counter is an old dwarf, maybe in his 50s, 60s, completely scarred face, missing one of his eyes, covered by a patch, smoking a pipe, just overlooking his goods, overlooking occasional passerby.
That would be a person to just look for the wares.
But yeah.
By the way, I'm still currently using disguise self to make myself look like just some young guy.
Okay. So if you wanna approach, you can, but if you wanna continue,
Yeah, like I'll just approach.
Okay.
I'll just approach the person and looking through the seemingly self-made armors. Simply ask, are these your craftsmanship?
Some are mine, so some are of the guild's craft.
A guild?
Kind. Aye. He kind of takes a long inhale from the pipe, blows out the smoke. We call ourselves the Dragon Skinners, surprisingly enough, and originally enough. What we do is turn any sort of scale, bone, or anything dragon into something that might prove useful.
Is your knowledge trade secret, or are there publications by your guild?
He kind of gives a chuckle. No, only secrets.
Well, at least some of us are currently getting into Dragoncraft, so we're trying to get a handhold in this whole situation.
Well, if you seek to claim apprentice, do travel to the Kingdom of Na. Go to the City of the Fallen Dreams and sign for an apprenticeship. Maybe after he kind of looks you up and down. 20, 30 years? You might learn a secret or two. But until then...
Oh. That's not my field of speciality. Our craftsman is someone else. I'm just, well, at least to a certain degree, the representative.
Mm-hmm.
Recently having acquired some extended resources, and we're currently trying to figure out what exactly to do with them.
He kind of takes a deep breath and kind of leans forward. So what you got?
Leaning in as well. Part of an ancient black dragon.
He just takes a quick bitter laugh and just kind of spits to the side behind him. Yeah, right.
I still have 2 scales in my pocket, pulling out one of them.
And a chunk of ivory, because I went and got 2 and gave you 1.
Oh yeah. Dragon scale, dragon bone.
He kind of looks patiently at you, like waiting for some sort of punchline, and then kind of without a word just kind of leans forward, observes the scale. Doesn't look like a forgery, and he kind of takes it in his hands. Gives a sniff. Gives it a look.
Carefully observing his actions.
Yeah. Quite recent too. I haven't heard of a dragon killed in a while. About 2 months ago.
The official kill was yesterday? Or is it like 2 days ago by now?
Still yesterday.
Yeah, still yesterday.
Back again.
Well. Seems like you made yourself quite a fortune. Whew. I hope you didn't let go that sucker.
Well, it was at least partially acquired by the group we're working for, but we got our share.
So I'm guessing you're not here for just bragging rights.
No, as you can imagine, since we have our own craftsmen, we were hoping for some teachings, and I certainly got a great address for that. Thanks already for this. City of the Fallen Dreams. I will certainly keep that in mind and refer to that information to our craftsmen. But on the other hand, we were also asking whether you as professionals in this business would be interested in taking off some of the weight. As you can imagine, dragging is quite heavy.
Well, there's always a demand for dragon scales of ancient variety. A lot of people tend to skin basilisks, repaint them with magic, and try to sell them off as dragon. Ooh. He kind of looks at you with one of like eyes glaring at you. Ooh, how many scales do you have?
I'm not entirely sure. I would have to contact the quartermasters about that. Message to the bee.
Oh god.
Do
I'm
you
a-
happen to know right now, Omnius?
Let me find the list somewhere.
Yep, working on it as well. It's somewhere. I just don't know where.
he
Did
just
we not
Oh,
pin
found
it?
it. Found it. Found it.
he just looks at you patiently.
Give me a moment, please.
We should have about 316 small ones and 62 medium.
Okay.
We also got that 2.5 tons of dragon bone / ivory.
Still a few hundred scales, different sizes, but the main, the thing we have the most of currently is dragon bone, and that's what's weighing us down the most.
What part of the dragon?
Claw.
Claw.
And a fair chunk of rear leg.
He just Omnius appears behind them, like.
Dragon drumsticks!
But yeah,
Dragon drumsticks. Now that's a way to say.
but yeah.
That's a sick ass dragon.
We didn't get the the femur, but I'm pretty sure we got the. Oh shit! I gotta remember my anatomy.
As well as a few smaller parts in between.
We got the tibia. We had everything: the tibia and the fibula, and 1 foot.
To be honest, that's enough.
Again.
Yeah.
Well.
Among other things, for the more exotic parts, multiple fangs. Wing fibers. A lot of them, but we're planning on using those as well. The prices are like, if the demand is there, we may sell it. And
I would
for
be
the
mainly
exotic parts,
interested in the scales and the ivory, as long as it's in massive chunks.
we still have a bit of the ivory, so that would certainly be a deal arrangeable. One last question before we continue on this note.
Hmm?
Is there a demand for eye elements for dragons?
You kinda... You see him basically thinking for a moment. I remember being used in alchemy and by sorcerers, but we have no use for it.
Wonderful. In that case, we can keep it to ourselves.
So, if you'd like to get a hold of those scales, in the hundreds or in the thousands?
For the scales, hundreds. And for the dragon bone, in the tons.
I would say if the scales meet their quality, I'm willing to purchase on beside me and the guild. If they're all of the ancient black dragon variety, 709 gold pieces a piece.
A moment, please.
Oh, wow. Money.
Money, 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 motherfucker.
Money, motherfucker. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Apparently, I'm too dumb to actually let someone.
Out of character, so then that means that glaive was like 100k roughly. Or not
80K.
glaive, that the
The staff.
stick. The stick.
It was like 80K something.
Yeah, it was 80k.
Honestly, I don't trust the guy, so whatever.
Which, make your calculation. Which one's worth more? So, but
This deal is worth more.
Yes, because same amount of scales like if 135 scales in this price would be 94k. Almost 95k.
So we made a little bit less.
100, we're
You know,
still
we got a
10.
little bit less out of that last trade, but not a whole heck of a lot. And we were trading directly for an item, so
Hmm.
a little lost in translation there.
Well, that's
Minus
what you did with
100?
bartering. Like, yeah.
Minus
Uh,
100 what?
Uh,
Oh.
100 small
Mm.
scales, average value 70,000.
Well, that would at this point, Omnius is probably just going to stop being invisible. So,
Where are you?
From directly behind Lecter. So, Lecter, how tall are you?
In my current form, roughly like 5 feet 9, 5 feet 10.
Okay, I'm 7.5 feet tall, and I'm built like a fridge.
Yeah. The
I
dwarf
love that.
the dwarf
That's so
looks at
funny.
you, Omnius, and doesn't even flinch and just kinda I guess you're
Without
its
what?
bodyguard, right? One of those construct
What?
thingies. Ah.
Artificial minds are best at keeping track.
Bitch. You're not wrong, but still.
Well, boss, by my math, that'd come out to a fair nifty sum. Points to or taps on his head a
God
couple
damn
of
it.
times to indicate, like, send me a message.
Sorry. Ah, any specific deal you would like? Message to Omnius? Don't
Yeah,
die.
I don't necessarily know if we want to get rid of all of them right away, but it would certainly help in our process of getting this boat figured out. My question is right now, which one of us in the group has a silver tongue? Because it sure as shit ain't me.
Well, there's only 2 people.
You
You're
can-
right, the
you
local
can-
dragon expert.
Roll me persuasion if you wanna make a deal.
Hold on a second, buddy. I got an idea here, and I like reach up and tap Lecter on the shoulder and hit him with an enhance ability. Charisma.
Yeah. So, what's your opinion on 100?
Negotiate for more. His first offer is 709. Ask for at minimum 850. See where he goes.
I would have
Haggle it.
negotiated. I would have negotiated 8, but whatever. So, in that case, starting this after a short conversation with the quartermaster. I'm sorry for this specific conversation type. Convenience and what's the word? Security, of course. Right now, it would be easy for us to make a small payment with 100 of our small scales, roughly the same quality as the one I just gave you. Following, of course, the adequate price, but during a previous offer we also had someone who was ready to buy those scales, or at least barter for something of roughly equal value, but they promised us more for the value of the individual scale. So, at least, we would like to ask, would you be interested in, well, competing?
You wanna roll deception on that? Because you know exactly that it's offering a lot more than you sold before. You're lying.
Yep. If I roll like 2 nat ones right now,
Oh my
that's
god.
a dirty 20.
He kind of looks at the scale on the table, looks back at you, takes a deep inhale from the pipe. Well, what do you offer?
taking the rough individual value of the scale, that person offered roughly, yeah, 800 per scale.
And you want 800.
That's up for you to decide. You're the expert.
Roll me another perception. Roll me another deception check.
15.
Maybe 720, but someone offering 800 outright. Curious why you're talking to me if I'm offering so much lower. And then he kind of continues smoking the pipe.
Certainly is easier trading with an expert. First up, you have what's the word? Confirmation of the value and quality, of course. You have an expert look at it, and it's also easier to trade with money, so I at least want to have the option. Having 720 in gold is certainly still better than trading it for some item, which can of course get lost or be broken.
Or stolen, boss. Don't forget about stolen.
Stolen, of course, as well. So it still looks like an interesting option, and at least I would say 720 sounds like a good deal.
Interesting. Alright, in that case, please put all the scales you wish to sell on that price on the table. As he brings out a piece of paper that you see there's already some written words in it, and he's starting to fill out the paperwork. So how many scales you're putting in, Omnius?
I'm gonna go grab another 99, but before I go anywhere, I'm gonna stare at Lecter or look down at Lecter. Y'all gonna be okay for a minute, boss?
Just nodding.
All right. Take a couple of steps back and teleport to one. Well, most of those are still. Yeah, I'll have 99 more still at Victor's Grove, so I'll just go back there.
Okay. So yeah,
I'm literally abusing you to be a pack mule right now. I'm sorry about this.
He's big enough to be one.
Insert pack mule noises here.
oh god.
He's a druid. He could be a pack mule, theoretically.
Yeah.
It's true.
So, got a question while this is happening. Kilroy, what would you like to do?
I would be actually looking for a shop that sells books. See if there's any magical books around here.
Roll an investigation.
I'm using True Sight as an advantage on helping.
Fair.
Isn't he still in the hole?
Oh no, he moved up in the world. He's somewhere else at the moment.
Okay.
He had his own adventure.
Oh shit.
Fair enough, I guess.
So,
21.
traveling through the muddy alleys in an unknown city with unknown people, looking for another potential source of magic in the form of a book. You do find a large treant about 12 foot tall, squatting, with a large book that seems to be made of clay that he's just reading through. As you see, his small jade eyes are keeping track on what he's looking at, and every once in a while he kind of flips a page. And using tree sight, you know that this book is magical.
Just understood tree sight.
Me too. Oh my god, another druidic ability?
So
I
yeah.
can see all that the trees sees.
Where did you get that book?
The tree ant immediately gets thoughtful and then looks at you. I got it from a friend. Who's asking?
I'm looking for some magical books, and I see that one's magical.
He asked for who, not for what.
Not all magical books are for everyone.
Eh. I'm just here looking for a connection.
Well, I have a singular book and it's mine. And he kind of closed the book and just kind of keeps it close to his chest.
Don't rob the old
Does your
tree,
little buddy
man.
sell books like that?
Sell, no. Maybe would let you peruse. He kind of points a finger towards northeastern part through the alleyways that are kind of looking damp and mossy. Head there till you reach the sea. Go eastward more until you start to see pathways of clay. Look for the archives of clay.
All right. I'll start heading down that pathway.
Okay, so while you're heading that pathway, Lecter and Omnius. Omnius, you return with your shards, 100 in total.
I just start taking them out, like, one at a time out of my chest thing. So, you've already got one, so, here's two, three, and five,
So,
and six.
so,
He can't speed this up.
so several minutes later, after you nicely putting each individual shard and gathering quite a crowd of 7 to 8 people because they're observing this large thing of metal that they never seen before, a lot of questions arise what the origin of you, Omnius, are. Some claiming that you're probably some sort of creation of this young gentleman that refers to you, Lecter. Some think that there's some sort of machination of the academies from the Empire. Maybe some sort of test subject of the Platinum Seas. Everyone's in hushed tones, not saying out loud, but Omnius, you hear it all.
I was an imp that was turned into this by a wizard. Wasn't this guy though?
But yeah, halfway through your counting, the dwarf starts to observe as he finishes the paperwork, and he kind of flips the paper and just kind of gives you a quill with some ink on it, and just says sign here, here, and here.
I'm taking my own finger to sign this. Which looks incredibly weird from this perspective, and I know this.
I have question. Wouldn't this break the illusion spell?
It would certainly look weird because my finger disappears. It doesn't break the illusion. I just seemingly pull a robotic finger out of nothing.
Okay. I mean, you sign in 3 separate places. How do you sign, Lecter? How do you sign?
I'll send you something in a bit.
Oh god. That's it.
No.
This is very important what you sign in as, so
To give you the short form, it's a small symbol with the letters PS14.
oh god. So signing the papers, and after a few minutes, after verifying that all the scales are legit by the dwarf, carefully checking one by one, he kind of grabs some sort of like muddy looking stone under his counter and then squeezes it, and it starts to shine this nice warm emerald light. And after a good half a minute, a portal opens up behind him, and 2 Draug, decked out in heavy dark green armor, come forth. First thing you notice, Omnius, these two Draugr are undead. As you see, there's no motion of breathing in their chests. Their eyes look cold and dead. As they even just not saying a word, they immediately just take the scales as if like getting commanded some sort of telepathic way with the merchant. And as they take the scales, you get 2 bags of holding.
I'm
From the-
just holding one in each hand, looking like a dumb robot. I got the stuff, boss.
Oh,
Understood.
and
Still
the
figuring out my fucking signature.
Draugr basically go back through the portal. If you want to see through the portal, roll me a perception check.
I think I would.
Does it require sound?
No.
I had to ask. Also, I'm just gonna take the 2
Nat
bags
one.
and stuff them into my chest hole.
You're just too busy on your signature.
Yeah, you're like, fuck.
Hmm.
Yeah. The goal is exchange for the shards. Well, pleasure doing business with you. So, anything else you'd like to purchase?
Oh, we gotta tell him about. Oh, we already told him about the bond, didn't we, boss?
Hmm?
Did he want to buy the bones, boss? We got a big old dragon leg still sitting.
Certainly.
Well, I would need to examine the leg personally to see.
Do we still have it in one piece?
I didn't take it apart. I took the meat off of it. We sold it to that one person.
We did.
Cutting it in half was hard enough.
Oh, yeah, I do remember the rock did cut it in half when we, because we had to, like, get it off the thing. So I guess we only technically got half of a fibia. And
Nobody
half of a
ever.
fibia.
Nobody has enough space for that.
It was really big, though. I could take you to it, but we'd either have to wait a day or you'd have to figure out your own way back.
So, also, Ken, are you good? Okay, okay, cause you last thing you ever wrote was I choked on some soda and you never
Yeah, I
responded.
was starting to be worried.
Yeah, it's like you're
It
quite.
was more for the price of this game.
Yeah.
Kind of did.
I mean, at least you're still alive here, so congrats on that, I guess. So,
I don't have
It would
good
be a
calligraphy
shame if you
pen,
missed-
So, yeah. Take this as the current state.
okay. So, now that you made a transaction with Scales, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm asking them if he wants to go to see the dragon bones that are sitting on the hill outside of Forge Night. Like, there's that and a couple of like a smaller pile of scales, and then I was there like not even an hour ago to get the rest of the meat.
Well, I won't travel there personally, but my apprentice can, and he's quite a gifted wizard.
Okay, so he could get himself back if I can get him there.
Yes. So,
Alright, but,
what?
like, second question: is he okay with walking like up a hill a little bit? Because the closest way I could get there is gonna be like a quarter mile down the hill. There just ain't no more trees up, Father.
Oh no. You go wherever you need to go, robot. He will follow. Just wait a
Gotcha.
minute. So, are you gonna just disappear again?
Oh no, I know everything's there. So I'm gonna wait until his apprentice shows up, and then I'm gonna take his apprentice out to a nearby tree and transport via plants to a tree a little ways down the hill. And we'll walk up to the top of the hill, and he'll examine the dragon bones.
Okay. So, After a bit, like a few minutes pass by, maybe 5, maybe 6, as you're standing there awkwardly. And suddenly a small orb shows up a few feet away from all of you by the counter. And from that orb, a sudden blast comes as this 2.5-foot tall gnome just shows up with his half of his head kind of burnt, charred, and he looks like he's in a lot of pain. What? I was sleeping. What? And then he kind of just points the pipe towards you, Omnis. Go with him to examine the bones of a assumingly ancient black dragon. If the goods are real, do tell me what I need to know. He just doesn't say anything, but just nods and just walks towards you. Omnis?
Okay, we're gonna go have to find the 3. I think I saw one right outside.
You're literally standing next to one. The entire building is like holed up using 3 staircases, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that bit. Okay, I walk over to one of the tree staircases and I cast transport via plants and we go to Norn.
So. And you're back in the order. So, Lecter, what would you gonna do? Just gonna chill, wait?
Awkwardly stand around the room. No. Generally, I'm gonna look around the room for inspiration. Just looking at what they did with dragon material.
I didn't catch that. What did you say?
I'm just gonna look around in the room, checking out what they did using dragon material.
Well. You
So
see.
just checking, like, okay, so that's how they did scales. Like, I'm not uncovering any secrets. I'm just getting like a rough imagination. So.
Well,
Yeah. Well, that's one way to make armor.
Well, you see masterfully crafted chainmails, bracers, hand guards, gloves that are made from tinier than your, if you had nails, scales. They're just made into fine craftsmanship. And despite being from scales, they look extremely light. And give this like really nice reflecting sheen that you even can see your own reflection from it.
So that's what I look like. Yeah, just generally. What the hell? Give me a second.
So, let's go back to Omnius. So, Omnius. Yep.
We come out of the plant.
Yep.
We come out of the tree over on the hill, right?
Yep.
Alright, so like from here, the issue is that it's up at the top of the hill. So we gotta walk around the hill all the way up. Or if you're a wizard and you got Dimension Door, like just take us up there, that'd be great. Well, take yourself up there. I can get up there, no problem.
He just casts fly and starts flying up.
Alright. I teleport to the top of the hill and I wait for him. Hey, over here. It's right there. Well, obviously, it's fucking huge.
So you see that he's like not flying towards you, but flying like straight up and just overlooking the area that you are. And you don't know if he's just overlooking just to take in the scenery or seeing if there's some sort of ambush awaiting.
Where the fuck am I?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's prerogative.
Let me figure out where this layout is so I can steal it all for myself.
So yeah, a minute passes, and he kind of slowly glides to you over the place, and just starts observing. Looks at the chopped off part that cut the whole thing up. Pretty sturdy bones you got there. Long, but can make few fine works of art. Okay. And he kind of just nods to himself for a bit. And at the same time, Lecter, you see the dwarf suddenly takes up his pipe and takes a quick inhale again. I was told for the whole leg, 42,000 gold pieces.
For the whole leg?
Aye, for all the bones present on the mountain.
Remind me again, like above character. The leg is currently like split in two, right?
I think it's whole. Just in different parts together.
Yeah,
Maybe we
yeah.
cut it off at the knee or something. I don't know.
Oh, basically, yeah, somewhat on the knee it was cut.
That was the splitting it in half, splitting the leg in half.
Yeah, yeah, okay. That's reasonable.
Hmm.
For a whole leg, that would be difficult. We at least want to keep some of the parts for ourselves. How about the parts? I mean, based on basic anatomy, the body should already be split into at least two individual parts.
Tell your quartermaster what would you like to keep, and then my agent will overlook the bones again, what was taken away, then he's gonna price again.
Omnius has a question for the guy of his own,
Sure.
not related to this conversation. You say you don't make art, so this stuff ain't good for weapons. This is like art stuff.
Dragon bone can be used to make quite good weapons. Some that would even surpass steel, even enchanted steel. But majority of ivory and bones of dragonkind are bought up by nobles who like to. He kind of pauses and cringes a bit. Attempt their artistic side, and you get half. And then you get half awkward carvings of their concubines, and you kind of just sit on the top of the bone.
Do you think they'd pay more? Like, cause I don't know. If you guys ain't gonna, you're gonna use it for weapons, that's cool. But are you gonna pay us well? Cause like, I want money. I like money.
Well, I told the offer to my friend, and it's up to your friend or your boss to decide if the price is right.
Oh, okay, yeah, boss is real good with money. He's got this. This will be good.
I'm not good with money.
What was the price?
He said for the whole thing 42.
Can you put that in writing?
I will in a little bit.
That sounds kind of cheap.
Hmm.
How many zeros? I mean, I need good visuals.
Oh wait, I did a bit too many.
Okay.
I did too many.
No, that's too cheap. That we'd be getting ripped off. We better.
You're not
I also
there,
agree with
dog.
Omnius.
You're metagame.
But yeah,
assuming you're gonna
Yes,
submit something
sorry,
like-
Kilroy. Sorry. I know.
the dragon bone is currently split into individual joints as well, by itself. Going for the individual ones. What are the individual prices? I'm sorry. We just want to be fair.
So, in how many joints have you split the dragon, Omnius?
Okay, so like, assuming for simplicity's sake, that a dragon leg is similar to a human leg, and Rob cut it at the knee. We may or may not have the kneecap. May or may not. I'll leave that up to you. But we got a tibia, a fibia, and then all the bones of the foot. And I'd say we probably have the tibia and the fibia separate. And those are real big bones. Like one's the big one, one's the little one in your lower leg. And then the ankle and all the little bones that go in your feet. Probably
Yeah.
wouldn't bother splitting all those up.
In that case, you don't have the kneecap because that would be a nasty thing to do.
Just literally make a shield out of the kneecap. You don't need to change
So,
anything
for the whole foot, like the foot base, it's gonna be 10k. 5k for the whole base, and 1,250 gold for each. How to say this? Finger of the foot, because there's only 4 fingers in the dragon. And for the 2 long bones, 16k is 16k apart.
Okay. So, allow me a moment, please. Lecter just turns around for a moment. Yeah, that would most likely be an option. Therefore, okay. Well then. So, regarding the bone itself, you said the bones individually 16k, right?
The whole hand, the feet is 10k, and yeah, the base of the feet is 5k, and the fingers 1.25k each.
I would argue for the bigger one, the tibia bone of the dragon's foot. Not the dragon's leg, more likely. If instead of 16k we could get 80, we would happily give to you.
Roll me persuasion check.
That's a 14.
He kind of takes a deep breath, and just kind of shakes his head. Kind of the answer. 16 or
I will have to rediscuss this with a few other opinions. In case this offer becomes acceptable to the group, especially the ones who will work with whatever is not sold here, I will return.
all right. If you'd like to sell more dragon goods, please do come here from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Otherwise, the whole exchange will be closed and I will not be available.
Wonderful. We will take note of that. Thank you for your service.
Yeah. So you're gonna walk away, or?
I would be leaving the store, and I would tell Omnius that I didn't quite succeed in getting what I wanted, but at least that means we can choose by ourselves what we want to do with Dragonbone.
Omnius is responsible. Oh no, that's okay. Actually, I have an idea. Sorry, I needed to drop the accent there. You're not the person I'm trying to play myself off as an idiot to. Norn could probably make very interesting use of this material from a material science standpoint, and might offer an unrealistically high amount, given that this will be the first they've ever seen of it. You want me to try there?
Not yet. We will go there soon anyway.
Fair enough. All right, so I'll tell the little guy to get out of here, and then move this stuff, all of it, and I'll see you here in a little while. You go ahead and probably get yourself back to the rest of the people.
So you see the gnome just kind of looking into the sea, just sitting on the bone and not reacting for a good 5 seconds. It's kind of looking back at you like, yeah, I guess it's my time to leave. Well, good luck with your order. And he kind of vanishes into a ball.
Fair enough. Omnius is going to burn another enlarge for the day, and begin the process. His last second level spell, even. Fun. And go through the process of taking everything that's on this area, and we're going to take it to a whole nother area. We're just going to take it all actually to Victor's Grove and consolidate everything around there, and then he's going to cast one more spell that I'm going to tell you about, and go back and hang out with the rest of the people.
Okay. So, what would you like to do, Lecter? As the trade has been concluded, the grinding chain is still open, and it's about 5 p.m. in the evening. Hello. Lecter, you good?
Well, I just realized my microphone was up. So, anyway, repeating what I just said, what didn't work, I will take one last stroll around looking for a shop that sells mirrors or similar objects with reflective, properties. Specifically, something that could be used as a scrying focus.
As a scrying, what?
Scrying focus.
Ah.
When somebody says crying, immediately think focus.
Crystal ball,
Yeah.
silver tray, mirror.
No. You're in the right spot. Actually, on the second floor, you did find plenty of scrying orbs, mirrors, vials with liquids of unknown origin. Just a lot of knickknacks. Plenty to browse. About 40 places on the second floor where you can buy a mirror or a sphere or anything that your heart desires.
Just looking through the available options. Are there any that like what's the word? Look fitting? Like I don't want anything that's like encrusted in fucking jewels. Just like an average mirror that still fits the arcane requirements. Ideally something that doesn't look too incredibly obvious.
You do see at least 2 tables that have items of daily use, but have one singular twist that all the wood that's holding the item together is of living nature. So you see basically a stand of mirrors, and those mirrors basically have like roots, like wooden roots around them that are living and slightly move. And when you see them, you just see an oldish human, maybe in his 50s, very tan, and looks like he's missing half of his teeth, just showing off how bendable the roots are to make a stand. They're just like, come here, bye. Best mirrors. Just look at yourself, and just kind of shows a mirror to you. Seeing your own reflection.
Look first. Generally, looking at it, it seems like it's a mirror that would be fitting for scrying, right?
Well, whatever it is magical. It is a mirror.
Headache. Oh,
May I ask what you would ask as a price for these kinds of mirrors?
Small mirror. He kind of pulls out like a small mirror that like fits his palm, and you see there's a bunch of roots like just enveloped his hand. 5 iron gold, medium mirrors. He kind of pulls out this like a 4 by like a 4A, like if a 4A was a mirror, that kind of size. 700 pieces, and then he kind of brings one from the wall, just kind of nicks it and just shows it, and it's maybe 3 foot long, and this one 1,200. Square shapes, circle shapes, any shape.
Well, in that case, something along the size of an A4. With specific specifications, but anything like hexagon shape, don't ask me why I want this.
Oh, okay, hexagon. He just immediately takes one of the 4As, and you see as the roots cover like majority of the window and makes it like a hexagon. There. So you just see mostly square mirror, but it's like has a hexagon shape.
Not quite what I imagined, but I guess it would fit my needs. Well, yeah, I guess that would work. With some newly gained funds. Could take some time. I'll start getting out the appropriate values out of the bag of holding for this thing.
Okay.
As I
Okay.
recall, there was another bag of holding completely full of gold. I don't know who has that. And then I've got
I do.
Yeah.
others. Okay, so you're set.
Yeah.
I have 30k with me, you have like 70k with you.
Mm-hmm.
72 in 2 different bags. That I'm assuming are both full to the brim.
But like weight-wise, not.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So several minutes of just pouring bag of holding coins into the not pouring, but like
Just
just
turn it upside down, it just flows out.
How
Yeah.
much was the thing that you bought?
750.
Oh, 750 gold? Wait, is that enough to qualify for a scrying thing?
Based on.
remember, supply and demand is different.
Fair.
In a place where magic is everywhere, magical items are a bit less worthy. What amount of it's made. So
I remember being allowed to cast Chaos Bolt without the 50 gold piece diamond, so.
Value is in the eye of the beholder. Grab the beholder's eye!
What a 9 eyes.
purchase has been made, and he greedily grabs every single coin piece and gives you the mirror, just like giving one nice rub with a towel, and you see it's like now shining. It's like, I pride and joy, and he kind of gives it to you.
Oh god.
Wonderful. I hope it was something.
Araxis, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Are beholders real in this world?
Yes.
Because now
don't
I'm
want
imagining... Sorry, but I'm imagining a mirror made out of the base crystal of beholder's eye. And just having the phrase, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, it just sounds...
Okay.
It just sounds fitting.
All right. So, Lecter, what would you like to do after the mirror?
I think I would package that thing. Put it away. I currently carry the other bag of holding, right?
Yep, there's many bags of holdings for everyone.
There's five now in total. 3 filled with money, 1 filled with rocks and my stuff, and a few guns from Kira that we don't know about. And then there's Ken's. We went from
I
having
have a bag of
one
holding.
to having like a bunch. Wait, you
I
have one
have-
as well?
Oh, actually,
Food.
so the guns from Kilrai, all that was left in there were the 2 pistols, right? Because I actually have both of those.
2 pistols and some scraps for an submachine.
Yeah, I took both those pistols. I know they're in there. I helped you get them.
Yeah.
So I guess that filled our storage needs. Yeah, in that case, I would, since I don't have that right now, theoretically I could buy it.
I still have the giant metal rib.
No, I'm not gonna do this right now. I would simply message Omnius again, messaging one of the bees right there. Where are you currently? At least I would be ready for return.
Finishing up the last little bits of stuff that I want to take care of here. Getting the rest of the things moved out of the way, and then do you want me to meet you there, or I can meet you back with the rest of the party? From what I can see right now, Ken and Rog are sitting in a room that they've barricaded the door of. That's interesting. Kilrai is wandering about.
As
This
I
is
was-
a very eventful afternoon, by
So-
the way.
Just a quick note. I would have looked and realized, like, oh, I could do this. Grab my staff and use arcane lock with you guys being able to get in there too
Fair.
on the door.
Well, nice. I like it.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Oh, I just altered and just said, oh, arcane lock using my staff because I get free casts
Yep.
for that.
Person just walks to the wall instead. Yeah. Anyway, since it's suboptimal for me to get there directly, I mean, there is polymorph, but it's honestly sad to travel alone. I would prefer it if you return here.
Fair enough. I should be there in 5 or so minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Taking my time, just wandering across the bazaar for the rest of the time.
with your passive perception, Lecter, do you see familiar coloration on the 4th floor? As you see in the 4th floor, nobody really walks besides a few people, and they look like they belong to the floor, like they're not customers, more like guards. And you see quite a few, I'd say 12 or so places that are kind of not closed, but like semi-open, and you recognize one of them by just coloration and just design overall, as it would belong to the Platinum Seas.
Oh.
There's nothing that they sell. There's dwarven looking gnome. The way I say it is that from the distance you don't really know if it's a dwarf or a gnome, but it looks like a grumpy old man that is looking over some paperwork and minding his own business. And there is no like you see quite a lot of people in their kiosks, and you don't really know what this is all about.
Looks like an embassy to me.
Yeah.
I mean, taking a look wouldn't hurt. While waiting for
Where are you heading?
up there, taking a closer look. But I assume because of the guards, I wouldn't be able to like get in there.
They're basically patrolling around the whole floor.
Ah, okay.
And they're not Platinum Sea guards. They're just like
General.
yeah, just general guards, but like not like regular, typical. Like they look like specialized. As you just walk around, see you, don't mind at all. And as you approached, now you see that it's an actual gnome, a really grumpy gnome. It's just kind of reading with some logs and occasionally scribbling it some out. Do you say anything, or?
Just looking around, is there like any indication now that I'm closer what it actually is? Or is it
Beside,
literally just a gnome sitting there?
it looks like a shopkeep, like a stand, but like integrated into the wall, and it's like a 10 by 20 space inside of it. There's no signs, no nothing. The just the symbolism and the coloration, the pristine nice marble that is slightly has this bluish tint is just covering it. And now that you get closer, the table itself is made of marble, and it has the wheel, the symbol, the platinum seas on top of it. But it has no indication of what the fuck it is. And beyond where the gnome sits, there's like very nicely decorated, but there's nothing.
Interesting. Didn't expect to name colonies over here.
He kind of looks up. What?
Oh, hello. I was just interested what Platinum Seas is doing here. Curiosity, of course.
Maintaining our local contact with the world, as per usual.
So I was right about the embassy then.
Well, this is not really an embassy. Embassies are for the noble. This is more for the common people. Say you got a bounty that was issued by the Platinum Seas that you have information on, or have the bounty itself. Any sightings of any sort of demonic or abyssal incursions or invasions. Any relics that might contain unknown quantity of magic, or might be extremely volatile and or dangerous.
There was certainly a bad attempt at one, but nothing to worry about.
So, since you got your fill of information, anything you need? And he kind of waves his hand a bit like, Mr.
Oh, sorry. Collector unit number 14.
His eyes kind of, his head cocks up. He looks you up and down. You don't really look like a Xana's creation.
One moment. It's annoying if you're at the center of attention.
So, a construct of Xana's across the world from where she sent her works of art. So, anything you like to know? Or would you like to give me some interesting information to help the cause?
I mean, you were talking about abyssal and demonic incursions. There was one in the Archipelago not too long ago that was attempted and failed miserably. I'm pretty sure it's gone already.
Well, let me just tell you from the bottom of my heart, the Platinum Seas and all of its 2 floating cities would like to thank you for your contribution to keeping this world safe.
2?
2.
Oh.
Okay then. Thank you in that case. I think I should get going now. I'm about to meet someone over here, and after that I will of course get back to the Archipelago. Well, certainly nice seeing that our influence is widespread even in those more exotic areas, just generally looking around in the building held up by trees.
Yeah. Yeah, and the other people look like similarly, not similar, but like, you don't even know what they even offer. What, like, you see one place that is just fully covered in tree life, or that looks that is just decorated in war memorabilia. another that has a bunch of stones of dwarfish masonry and metallurgy.
Here's the
There's one that is there's one stand with an Archipeligo that has a giant golden egg.
I don't know if you know this. In Germany, football clubs and football stadiums have the tradition of meeting and renting out private areas within the stadiums
Mm-hmm.
for like absolutely ludicrous prices. And this really reminds me of it.
So yeah. And at this point, Omnius, you're back after your transitions.
Yep, moving bits of boot and taking care of bits and poof. All right, boss. We got all that taken care of.
Yep. Wonderful. Time to find out what the others are doing. You
No!
mentioned something about like them locking themselves in a room.
Yeah, the two of them don't look too great. They're, well, I mean, it's not like they look too bad, but the spots they're in, well, I've had my beast case of the bit. It'll look kind of sketchy, boss.
We'll find out what it is.
So, exiting out, and I'm guessing flying away towards south, towards the place where Ken and Amarag took refuge, right?
I'm gonna burn a first level long strider to make myself a little faster, do the giant eagle, have a base speed of 90,
Cool.
and
So,
really try.
Kurai,
Yep.
it's gonna be you a bit. So, give me a second. Give me a second. So, walking through the streets for about 40 minutes, you immediately start to hear sounds, like coming from maybe 40-50 feet, and as longer and longer you listen to them, you start to recognize that these are not just like bartering or commotion of anything. It's a fucking lynch mob, as they're screaming for someone's death. And as you approach the middle of the street, you see a group.
Before I enter, I was going to do minor illusion on myself to look like one of the fellow folks,
Uh-huh.
so they don't.
But yeah,
then
basically you see a group of 50 to maybe 70 people, mostly just normal looking people who are shouting at a cage that is being paraded by two horses. What would you like to do?
Do I see anything in the cage?
Roll me a perception check.
Yeah, bad feeling.
19.
Oh yeah, you recognize a druid. It's your good old buddy Zagratus.
Ah.
Well, that's my bad feeling.
So, as
Is that
the
bad or a good
as
thing?
there's a
Well,
I'm
group
not sure.
there's a group of four heavily guarded individuals in armor of like leather armor and just basic wooden weaponry, just staving off the crowd as everybody's calling for blood on Zagratus. Anything you like to do?
I'll try following that cart, but while doing that, I'll be grabbing some of the rocks on the ground and pulling them on for later.
What?
If you can't beat them, join them. Okay.
I got a plan.
And I've got an inkling of what it might be, and if it's what I think it is, you're a goddamn genius.
So, it takes
Yeah.
I have a feeling this is gonna go horribly wrong.
it takes
Yes, it
about 20 minutes just walking through the street as crowds of people go in and out, eventually losing interest, calling for Bloody Murder on your elven friend. And then in the distance, you start to see this old, ancient, decrepit building of stone in the form of a coliseum. As massive wooden gates just kind of open to the side to this gigantic coliseum. The car goes in, and as soon as the car passes,
I have my familiar light go with him.
uh-huh.
Tell me what's inside. The inside.
Okay.
When it comes back, so I can get the layout.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. The crowd gets dispersed by the guards who are by the dozens, basically telling everyone to leave. And it's up to you to decide if you want to leave or you want to try to get in for blood.
No, I'll walk around. Wait for my familiar to come back. Yes,
Okay.
a couple hours pass if possible.
Actually, about 10 minutes later, the familiar comes back to you. Just says, the building is old and decrepit. Entries are few.
Which cell is he locked up in?
He is not locked up anywhere. He's chained in the middle.
Alright. How many guards?
About 80.
Floor stone?
Floor is mostly dirt, but the center where he is locked is a circle of stone.
Alright. How many guards are keeping an eye on him?
Too many.
Too many?
Yep.
I'll keep an eye on that. So tomorrow, they're going to be having him fight, most likely. I'll look for an inn close by.
So you're just gonna wait there until the stuff happens?
Go and look for an inn, then in the morning, around 5, go back over there, and then wait until stuff happens.
Okay. So, Omnius, you also with your bees, because bees follow me, Kilroy. You do see the
Well, I've been
Zagratus.
trying really hard not to jump in here because I don't think it's necessarily right. Although I am watching, but like, I've also got a plan to get Lecter back to places. But like, Omnius is having a conflict.
So Omnius, because you have plenty of bees on Kilroy, and if you wanna just look around the Colosseum without landing.
Oh, I want to see if I can put a bee on Zagratus without the druids noticing.
Mm.
I was following that whole entire time, so.
Basically, what you see in the Colosseum, as you basically do the drone thing of like going from Kilroy and just going up until you can pass the Colosseum.
But I'm gonna do it in a roundabout way. Now, hear me out.
Huh?
I'm not gonna go directly to the Zagratus. I'm gonna buzz around as a bee, like a little, like above the crowd, but just generally around, looking like a bee that's just bumbling around doing its thing. But the whole time, I'm gonna be watching through that bee and through some other bees that are gonna be around, just sitting like up on the top of the structures, seeing if people are keeping an eye on it any kind of way, or if people are watching it like they're keen to what's going on.
At the beginning of the walk with Kilroy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got time, but I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna try to see if like anybody's like, oh, I know what that bee is.
So, getting on top of the wooden cage does not make you lose your bee, and every single guard's intention is is at grounding, like the gathering crowd of people who basically ask for the blood of Zagratus. So yeah, as you go, you basically go unnoticed as Zagratus is in the cave, chained to the to the fuck, I forgot, to the floor of the cage with these metallic chains. But he doesn't seem to be struggling or moving, but he is breathing.
How thick is his hair?
How
Thick
thick?
enough that a bee could hide in it easily?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna fly into the hair at the back of his head.
Alrighty.
I'm just gonna buzz a couple of times because I'm pretty sure he's in the know.
Huh. You sense the sudden motion in his back as he stretches a bit. That something has changed, but he relaxes immediately as he hears the vibrating buzz on his skin. For it's a bee that will not sting. But yeah, you go in, and you are in the Colosseum only a few minutes after. You see plenty of guards. Quite a few people in the Colosseum, in the watching parts of it. This whole Colosseum looks ancient and probably was built before the city itself, just by looking at the architecture and how poorly it was kept. Most of the entrances that would lead deeper into the Colosseum have been either broken, like destroyed, and there's just rubble, or there's just no entrances at all. As the there's only like the clear ground where Zagratus is, with this massive stone circle where he's now currently put, surrounded by a bunch of dirt. Like stands where people can watch, and there's one place in the stands where there's even a higher altitude. Somewhere what you would assume, if this is the place where judgment takes place, a judge would stand to give judgment. Anything else?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm going to send bees. I've only got a few bees on Kilrai. I
Okay.
think I said earlier I put 10 on everybody.
Yep.
So one is on Zagratus.
What?
Yeah. I upped it from 1 to 10. I did it in front of most of you.
Yep.
Like, I shook hands with one of you, I think Rog, and put like 9 or 10 more bees on him. So I'm going
Rubbly
to
in my beard.
1 bee remain on Kilrai, 1 bee remain on Zagratus, and the other 8 are searching without touching anything. They're being very careful not to touch the walls, the ground, anything. But they're searching this arena, trying to find what he's going to be fighting tomorrow.
Wait, would I see all the bees leave me go for
Yeah.
around?
Yes. You see 8 bee or 7 more bees just fly off of you, out of the like your pack and like under your shoulder and like the from your back, like
Anywhere.
one comes out of your boot, one comes out of your hair.
So, besides the guards that have all similar uniforms to the people who are at the cage, there's about 80, maybe 88 people, somewhere between there. And most of them are in the arena ground, just standing by and just observing Zagratus and just making sure just nothing happens. But you do see one interesting individual. Say, if 12 o'clock was where the higher podium is for where the judgment is, somewhere in like 5th hour of the Colosseum, there's just a single dwarven woman that looks like was a dwarven human, but looks like it's been turned half a beetle, a werebeetle, if you will, that just sits quietly and has this fixated gaze on Zagratus as she breathes heavily.
Oh.
So yeah. Anything else?
Not for now.
Okay.
I've taken too much time.
All right. So it's gonna be. So, Kirai.
Yeah.
Plenty of place. Are you just abandoning your search for the for the for the directions where the Trian showed you or told you?
Yeah, and now I'm gonna try and find a weak spot around. Like if there's a buried tunnel leading right under the Coliseum.
You don't even need to roll perception checks because any hole, any entrance that was eventually like into the Colosseum is basically just like filled to the brim with roots. Just on top of each other, just like a cork. Just
Alrighty. Is it wide in the wide open?
what?
Is it in the wide open view of people?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there are no people except for the guards and that beast in the Colosseum itself. There was a crowd by the entrance, but they were scattered off by the guards.
Go to a side of the Coliseum, look for an entrance that's buried up, and do mold earth, go in, and then mold the surface up with some air holes, and then start making my fall in the wave of the roof.
As soon as you do that, a sudden a bunch of root just snatches your legs in as the tree druids manifest from the roots and just approach you. They two of them are elven. One of them is an half elf. They're looking at you like waiting for you to say something.
I'm still holding mirror illusion, so
Okay. So what are you gonna do? You just gonna disappear the illusion or what?
no, I'm just gonna say my home's like right under. Come on, man. This is the spot I originally dig down to get to my house. I buried
Roll me
it up.
this deception check.
Please work.
26.
Wow.
He is to deception like Omnius is to perception.
Yeah. So the druids look at each other, and then the half elf just says to you, as you twines, like as the roots release your mirror illusion. I don't know where your home is, but definitely not under there, and I plead you not to do that again, otherwise you will be trialed alongside Zagratus. Tensions are high, and I was tasked not to allow anyone here under any circumstance.
I just need to go a mile under. And that's it.
Go somewhere else.
Fine.
As your illusion walks away.
Oh.
Wow.
And immediately the druids just turn back into the root that you tried to upheave and just go into it and just mold into it.
Wow. Lucky.
Yeah, dude, you ooh.
Playing with fire in a city of druids is dangerous.
Yeah. So what now, Kilroy?
Since I know the general location is where he's at, I'm gonna stay close by though.
Okay.
Talk to Omnius so you know what's going on.
Alrighty.
Two.
So Uh. Whew. Let's talk. Let's talk perspectives. So, Ken and Rog.
Finally.
Hey, it's been a busy thing.
I know.
Yeah.
It's
And
fine. Your turn.
And I was sleeping the whole time.
Yeah. Let's go for this.
Speaking of, Ken, you still there?
Ken.
Kenny, my boy.
Okay, let's just go for the perspective of Electronomnius as they make the way towards the path. So,
Yeah.
take
We're all gonna be together soon, so.
so it takes an hour back from the coast towards the familiar road where you went, and then tracking the your B signal where they might be. You fly a bit more west for a few more minutes until you find just this in a place of trees. You just find a hole. And in that hole there's an entrance and a muddy staircase leading down. What would you like to do, both of you?
Are you sure this is where they are?
Yeah, the bees got them listed right down in there. Not really sure though. The bee signal does for sure have them listed right down in there, right?
Yep. About 40 feet down.
I wasn't paying a lot of attention at the time. I wasn't reading the lips of the people that they were talking to, but this was I think they were looking for a cheap inn.
So,
Well, looks like they got sheep.
you walk downwards and you start to see people that are not people but half beasts. All sorts of types of beasts.
Sorry, the music's kind of fun.
Yeah, drinking,
Which,
feasting, and brawling at the very bottom of the staircase. A den of werebeasts, a den of lichens. So, plenty of individuals to interact. From armadillos to werewolves to werebears, moles, anything the heart desires when it comes to the lycanthropes. What would you like to do?
Is there some sort of bartender?
Oh yes, there's a single gnome that for a moment you thought it was just an armadillo, but then you realize there's still some features of a gnome in half of his face. While his mouth looks like a old gnome, his eyes are and noses of armadillo, and you see just those black spots just looking at you. Yes. How may I help you?
We just wanted to ask, did some people, two people, a human and an orc,
He kind of immediately
take a
point.
room today?
Ah, so you're their partners, and he kind of points. The first door on the right.
Okay. Thanks for the information. Nodding for now. Quick question. No, actually, ignore me. This has already resolved itself.
Oh.
So yeah, I would be approaching that room and knocking.
Ken, you hear a knock on the other side of the door.
Yeah. I did arcane lock so that they can come in.
I don't know that.
It's unlocked for you.
Okay.
So yeah.
Opening the door.
So yeah, it's a really nasty place of furs and nothing else, and it's like just this brownish place that reeks of stuff, and not very nice. And you see just Rock just on the furs, just fucking sleeping.
certainly a curious decision.
You picked an interesting place here, he says quietly.
So,
So, guys, I have a bit of an issue, and I've come to the conclusion that I can't do it alone this time.
Oh god.
Yeah, as much as it pains me to have to do it, I'm gonna have to propose to you one of my side projects and ask for help.
It depends on the side project, of course.
I'll propose it to you guys. We could see if it's worth waking him up about. I'm not exactly sure how much he could help me with this particular one. Mostly gonna need Lecter, Kilrai, and maybe Ken to an extent.
Speaking about this, where the hell is Kirai?
Oh, at the moment he is DM.
at the moment, he's basically walking away looking for any place to sleep, and then nearby the Colosseum, and just keeping an eye on it, seeing if anything changes.
He's
Also, Ken, back when you made the arcane lock, you only said that you whitelisted Omnis and me. Does that mean Kirai can't get in here?
No, I did the whole party.
Okay.
Excellent.
Would have been kind of funny if you just kind of like barricaded Kirai out.
Nah. If I did, would have been Rog.
What? Who's already inside?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Hey, but doesn't mean that he can't get out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's an arcane lock.
Oh,
Can't open it no matter what.
there.
You can open it. It just takes +10 to open it.
Either that or the knock spell.
Plus
I
10 to.
don't think.
Honestly,
knock's a good
I
idea.
have plus 10
I have
strength. Save.
So.
Oh, hey, Ken, while I'm thinking about it, and I reach into my chest and I pull out one of the bags of 36,000 gold, and I just hand you one of the bags of holding with 36,000 gold. Say, that's got 36,000 gold in it. You haven't been paid in a while.
Oh!
That's one
I'm
hell
not
of a
saying that
payday.
that's all yours. I'm just saying that, like, we need to split up what we've got, and you seem like a great guy to carry some.
Alright. How much am I getting, though? That's the
36.
problem.
I mean, you just write down 36,000, I guess.
Yeah, right now
Okay.
you're carrying that around, and then
I will
if we
carry
want to
that.
discuss payment. Like, I don't suggest we do that here. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have said that in here, but I'm expecting we're gonna get up and get the fuck out like really soon.
That's the hope.
Kilrai, let's walk and talk, because Kilrai, he's this way, and I need to propose to you a whole line of questioning, and whatever you paid for this room for the night, I will reimburse you out of my funds just to leave.
Would I find a good inn that
Am I
can
still asleep?
Yeah, yes.
And then I wake up Rog.
Rog, because you got basically a bunch of bad dreams over the past few days, and you also weren't there with your sleep, you get a point of exhaustion.
Again?
God damn it!
Sorry, my friend, but we're gonna put you in a proper inn, and we're gonna get a full night's sleep. And while we get
Please.
there, we're gonna discuss something great. I will
I
personally watch your
I'm
body.
exhausted.
I will personally watch your body for the next, well, for the 8 hours, 6 hours that you need to sleep to make sure that you get a good night's
Okay.
rest.
Yeah, fine. I didn't want to sleep in this
So-
room anyways.
Oh man, and I put an arcane lock on this door and everything.
Look, you don't even need to obey me. I just want to sleep.
So,
Well, we're going
Now the question
to...
is do I just spell it?
I think you can
If
just.
you want to.
Yeah.
Theoretically. Rog?
Yeah?
Once we're outside, I'm summoning Tense's floating disc.
Oh,
Am I putting Ken up there again?
No, if you seriously want to sleep, we're gonna take you there anyway.
Or in fairness, hold on a minute. I'm gonna go find a jeweler somewhere in this town, and if we can get 100 gold of diamond dust, I'll just give you. You'll feel great. I should probably buy like 1,000 gold of diamond dust.
His brow lifts as
It
he's,
says as I'm
he
walking
doesn't-
away.
he is confused on what he means by that.
Look, I'll just walk, all right? I doubt I'm gonna get any rest until I build that damn dream catcher.
To explain at least partially what happened here, we were at an auction house and got some interesting stuff.
Oh, did you now? Hopefully enough for a ship.
That shouldn't
Depends on
be
the
an
ship.
issue.
Depends on the ship you want. If you are talking about the Black Rose, we can get that twice right now.
Really?
We should probably get out of here. We're in a seedy ass place. Let's not talk about this.
Fine. Let's just go. Let's just move.
I assume I would be saying that while on the road already.
Yeah.
Would I find an inn that has a window facing the Coliseum?
Where's the hound right now?
The Hound?
Yeah.
Inside the room with you.
Okay. Just making sure. Cool.
It was.
Come on, boy.
God. So, yeah, basically, well, how do I say this? Every single inn that you enter, Kurai, is booked out. There are no more spots because there's quite a few people who actually staying for the night only to get in early for the execution of Zagratus.
I'll try and persuade them if I could get the attic.
The attic. Roll a persuasion check.
I'm going to sleep on the ceiling if you allow me.
26 again!
Well, we don't have a attic, but we do have a roof.
Wouldn't mind sleeping up there. Got the perfect view.
Alrighty.
One hell of an atmosphere.
So, climbing 60 feet on the top of the inn, you basically see like a side of the Colosseum, and just like a bit of an angle of the opposite side of the Colosseum from where you are. But besides
How
that,
many rocks did I pick up?
huh?
How many rocks did I pick up while walking alongside them?
Like how big of a rock? A pebble or a bigger rock?
Like medium to small.
I would say about 6.
Alrighty.
So,
I'm gonna start molding a couple of those rocks.
okay.
2 of them are gonna be daggers. And then some lockpicks.
Okay.
Stone pick.
So.
Fuck, he's getting creative.
Hey, that's what you get with Molur. So.
Naturally 16 intelligence.
Yeah. So. Are you going towards Kurai? And are you actually walking or are you actually flying towards there? I'm asking the rest of you. That is not Kilroy. Hello?
Sorry,
that's,
music was
How long
distracting.
How long does it take to get to the Coliseum?
From your perspective, if on foot, maybe 3.5 hours.
Oh, fuck that. So we have Lecter, Ken, and Rog. And the Tensor's Disc is slow. Fuck it, I have enough 4th level spells left. I find a big open space, big enough for Quetzalcoatlus, and
If you need to, I can sponsor you.
oh no, it's fine. We're gonna have to rest for a while anyway.
Okay. So, yeah.
I'm gonna burn another long strider too before I cast Polymorph.
So yeah, flying takes about an hour, and then
Can I make myself a makeshift dream catcher meanwhile? Because
out of what?
Clothing fibers.
Do you have any of those?
It's more of a joke. At least for now.
And also Lecter, my intelligence is 18, not 16.
You're taking it personally,
have
Fiber of my hemp.
have you know that I have 140 IQ from my IQ test? Let's go. Yeah.
one
It
with
ta-
some hemp rope.
It
Yeah,
takes
that's a good
about
idea.
57 something minutes until you see Kirai just see Kirai on one of the roofs just smoldering knives. So what would you like to do?
Electra, can you make a tower here?
No.
that we
I'm
can
asking
actually-
Omnius, or is Omnius just gonna land on the roof?
No, I'm gonna land outside the building,
Okay.
and but I'm gonna land like in a big open place. I'm assuming we're near a coliseum. like,
Yep.
in the coliseum. not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
You're about maybe 200 feet from the Colosseum, from
Yeah,
the walls
we'll
of
land
it.
somewhere nearby, and then depolymorph, and I'm just gonna lead people right up to Kilrai's room, and anybody that tries to be like, hey, be like, no,
I mean-
it's okay. We know who's up there.
I'm on the roof.
Yeah. There was
You're actually on the roof?
he climbed on the roof because the roof was
I persuade them to give me the roof.
yeah.
We'll retract that. I
And it's
misread.
great.
I thought you said you got the attic. Retract
It was
that.
pretty
I'm
small.
going to fly and attempt to like try to slow down enough to like slow down over the roof and let some people hop off. Then I'm gonna rinse and repeat 2 or 3 times until everybody gets the message and off.
Yo, Electra, can you make a tower here so we could all be in it?
I don't think that's structurally stable.
What?
Also, it will look incredibly suspicious. from
Also,
the top seat.
also, as everybody like lands on the roof, you just hear cracks beneath you. Just-
Everyone get to a corner. Corner of the roof. Make sure it's stable alongside. We don't want them to make us pay for it. Rug, your pet has to sleep on the floor outside.
He's- So you're just gonna.
I mean the literally floor, not the roof.
Do I have any decent objects for the current situation? None at all. Holy hell.
So
I'm
what's
still a bird. So like I'm not on there, and if I get on there, it'll crumble.
Yeah.
And if you jump on that, it will crumble as well. Like you're fucking like half a ton.
what's the consensus? What are you gonna do?
Omnius, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go land in the courtyard.
Rog, do you still have that big slate of granite?
Yeah, I do.
Can I see it?
I take it out of my bag, put it in front of me, and just drop it on the floor. I am too
It
tired.
drops through the ceiling.
Start molding earth, making it as armor for the person that we're gonna be.
What? Ugh.
So,
You do that. I'm gonna try make a thing.
so you're gonna sleep on the roof, everybody.
No, I'm gonna yell at Rog. Rog, I gotta get you down here. That was done with me. I'm gonna get you a room.
All the rooms are
You
booked up
see
around-
you see a group of 2 people, elf, male and female. Maybe in their 40s just come out and just say, no, we don't have any more rooms. It's sold out.
Yeah, but like I'm willing to pay quite a bit for a small space. You got a broom closet. You got a corner in the kitchen. You got a spot in the wine cellar. And if you find anything missing, it'll be reimbursed.
How much exactly?
Kilroy, what were they asking for a room?
They said they were all booked, so
So like, well, what did they ask for you to sleep on the roof?
I just persuade them to pay a single thing.
Oh, okay. Let's see. An inn in a spot like this, multiply it up.
Say about 100.
I reach into my like insides, reach into the bag of holding, and pull out a handful of gold and look at it and estimate how much is there.
About 80 pieces.
I just hand it to him.
Yeah, you can.
Hold on, wait. You're the innkeepers?
Yes.
Can I? I'm not sure I trust that. Hold on. How can you prove you're the innkeepers? I ain't about to give two random fucks who said the place is full 80 gold.
I recognize them by looking down.
Yeah, you see the birdie people. They look both insulted at you, Rog.
I didn't do anything.
Not Rog, not Rog.
Yes.
Yes, those are innkeepers. They were the ones.
Okay, well then, here's that, and then I reach and I pull out a slightly smaller handful of like 40 gold. Give them another. Are we good?
Very generous. Yes, you can sleep in the kitchen. It's warm, so.
Alright, 1 second, and I use my second of my two wild shapes, fly up, grab up Rog, bring him back down, take him, unwild shape.
No
Point him towards the
resistance.
kitchen.
Not even enough will to move at this point. Oh, I'm going over there.
You sleep here. I take him to the kitchen, point him to a spot. You sleep here. And then I immediately just go into sentry for 6 hours.
Alrighty. So.
Frog is falling on his face. He is just that tired.
Alrighty. So you
I
sleep.
will be staying sitting next to Kirai on the fucking roof.
Okay. So.
I don't have to move in my sleep, so I don't have
This
to care.
poor old man.
So. Ken, what about you?
What are our options?
The roof.
A roof? God damn.
For the surrounding areas are booked for tomorrow's execution.
Hey, I got us a good seat.
Yeah. You can see the distant Colosseum. You can see its high, 80-foot tall walls. And, yeah. It's a nice, calming evening. As you
I
all...
guess we'll do shifts then.
Oh, you're gonna take shifts?
On the roof, yeah.
Okay.
I don't trust it.
So, who's gonna go first? Who's gonna go second? Who's gonna go third? Because Omnis and Rog is gonna go to the thing.
Mind you, Sentry's rest means I'm still aware of everything that's happening.
Yes, but
Yep.
you're in the kitchen.
I'm not quite taking like an active shift. I'm just like staying half
I have
conscious as Sentry's
for a
rest
while,
allows me.
so-
So, who goes first? Roll me perception.
I mean, I can surely do it. No one else wants.
After 4 hours, I'll take the second one then.
Okay.
So it's about 8ish p.m. So Lecter, you get the final glares of the sunlight to the west and see the endless skies above. You see quite a lot of druids sleeping on the roofs. You can count a few dozens. Either it's a
Count
fucking
them like sheep.
either it's a habit of some sort, or are they all just preparing for tomorrow?
Pigeons. Very druid pigeons.
But besides that, you see nothing of interest. Nobody tries to sneak in or try to do anything stupid to you.
Okay.
In fairness, I'm already of the level where I could wild shape for my entire necessary sleep duration, and literally just wild shape as a pigeon for 6 hours.
Wow.
God damn.
Well, hey, they're paying for nothing for the roof, so might as well take advantage.
Okay, so
Took the two biggest people off the roof. We're good.
Omnius, what else you notice as the Colosseum is just night is going like from the day to the night cycle. The werebeast, the beetle, the dwarven human, not dwarven human, just the dwarven female, still in the same spot, hasn't moved, looking intently at Zagratus. Zagratus in chains, on his knees, breathing heavily but calmly.
I keep trying to get his attention with the bee until he starts saying something.
Here's the thing. If he does any motion with his chains, any breathing motion, anything that might even utter the word, immediately 3 guards surrounding the arena look at that direction.
Okay, so he's like, he can't speak.
Exactly. So,
Wow.
somebody wants him dead really badly. So, with that being said and done, then comes whose turn? Kirai's. So, few hours pass. Kira, you're up. Perception.
Righty.
So, it's peaceful, it's calm, it's silent, and despite being a city that is a combination between civilization and a literal forest, there's not a lot of wildlife noise, nor any noise of a bustling city at nighttime.
So 5 hours have passed since I got up and then
Yeah,
did that.
yeah, nothing of interest.
Gonna say, you still up? To the bee.
Has it been enough time for Rog to, or has it been 6 hours?
In 6 hours? Well, yeah, eventually.
I'm not going to respond until it's been 6 hours.
Okay, at 6. So at the beginning, you get no response, and maybe later.
Alright.
Because you're just chilling in the night sky. There's not a single source of like burning torchlight or anything. Everything is either some sort of firefly or some sort of goddamn.
Sorry.
Yeah, just basically any natural sources of light loom over the city. So, your shift ends, Kirai. What would you like to do?
After Ken gets up, I'm gonna make my way down. Then I'll grab some more stones.
Okay. So, Ken.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give a quick summary. God.
Sorry. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Mute yourself.
Mistakes were made. It's all good. So where are we at, Rex?
Give him a minute.
Give me a second.
Too much ringing in your ears?
Yeah, ow.
I am sorry.
Okay. So, Ken, those, you read about 300 pages, besides skipping the prologue. While you didn't get any techniques of enchantment yet, you got quite knowledgeable about the types of trees and properties used for enchanting them, for different types of magics, different types of trees, which type of trees are more durable for specific schools of magic, and some other trees from beyond the mortal plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
A rolling perception with advantage, because you, of course, have the goggles.
Yeah, while he's doing that, I'm
Just
just trying to get enough stones for emanate objects.
You're gonna do what now?
Gather enough stones for
Dirty
emanate
20.
objects.
headaches.
Okay, so. What was that kill right per? Oh, that was your perception. Never mind. So, 20. So you got the most darkest time of the night, few hours before dawn. It's dark enough that you basically can spot any movement that could be easily reflected in any sources of light.
Watch him to see me moving
Uh,
around.
you see nothing of interest. Occasionally, you see an individual that just walking by in like far away in a different street and not even approaching in your location. But everybody's just quiet, minding. People on the roofs sleeping, really not paying attention. Either people are really safe in this place, or this place is really secure after all. So, it slowly comes to dawn as, huh?
I was about to say, how much stones would I need to gather for eminent object for medium?
For a medium inanimate object, not you wouldn't even collect enough for a small object.
Alright, I'll just go with a tiny, and then I'll just wait over in the entrance of the Coliseum, just to get in when it opens.
Just literally fill a wheelbarrow with stones, and then you might have something that works.
Okay, so,
Or use the people's garbage.
so
I'm sure there's a lot of waste.
Hey, we have
so
the
Lecter,
mini-
you're chilling on the rooftop, right?
Hmm.
So, you are fully off your sentient, technically omnis as well. Rog is awake fully, and you, my good sir, no longer suffer exhaustion, and you're full HP. Finally, congratulations.
Oh,
Rog.
thank God.
So, as the first glares of the sun hit everybody, Lecter, you immediately notice that there's a small wine portal opening up on the roof, and from it comes Zan, followed by Tasha, who are half hammered and laughing.
Oh
Hello
gosh.
there.
I. So. You just see Zan immediately as he steps through the portal, looks around, takes a deep breath, and just vomits onto the street corner.
Like from like 7 meters up.
60 feet.
60 feet.
60 feet, how the fuck? Okay, it's building.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would get up and just kind of get ready to, in emergency cases, cast Featherfall on them.
Would they see me?
Well, no, you went ahead towards the Colosseum. And just Tasha looks at you, Lecter, because you're the only one with Ken here, and it's like, well, morning has come, and soon the execution will come. So, prepare to see the judgment.
I can imagine it will look interesting.
Ready. So, she just kind of nods her head. Yeah, great, and she just looks hammered. She's like, I shouldn't really
It
have
might
drunk.
not be advisable to get close to the edge.
It's fine. I'll be fine. It's on my first drink. And she kind of jumps down from the building and just immediately casts Featherfall. She just starts gliding.
I'm just waving her goodbye.
Santa's like, hey, I want to do it too. It jumps after.
I'm casting Featherfall on him.
Ooh.
Vomits midair.
Oh, I hope
How
he
many
wasn't above Tasha. Oh, I hope he wasn't above Tasha.
No, she wasn't.
Oh, thank
I'm
God.
gonna say to the bee, you up now, Eric?
What?
No.
What?
Yeah.
Waiting in line, talking to the bee,
Yes.
you up now?
I'm trying very hard not to. I'm thinking to myself this. Okay. Grog, I'm gonna go talk to Kilroy and the rest of the group. They're still on the roof for some silly reason.
Alright.
I'm not on the roof. I'm
I'll
all
be
over
coming.
line already.
Oh, trying to get into the Coliseum? Okay, he's trying to get into the Coliseum.
Well, I guess we should go in.
I go out, grab my dog.
Alright, ready to go. You.
You go on ahead.
Alright.
I'm gonna think about something.
Alright, boy, let's track him.
Because I don't know exactly the mapping of the area, I'm just relying on the hound smell to track the back toward the Coliseum. More accurate.
You're gonna track what now? Because you cut off.
I'm tracking my friends.
Okay.
Pretty sure I can see a giant building that is what people would call a Coliseum.
Yep.
I just want the people I'm looking for more accurately.
So,
the
yeah.
dogs know.
So I'm assuming everybody's gonna make their way down from like it's not a like a building of stone and clay that there's just a steep fall. There's a bunch of vines and tree bark covering the side, so you can climb down easily. So everybody makes their way towards the Colosseum. Zan and Tasha included. You're maybe like
Am I in first line?
maybe
Or-
you mean you're basically to the side of the Colosseum, not the main entrance when you where you saw the card go in.
Yeah.
So yeah, what would you like to do?
Once everyone gathers up, gonna wait for Autonomous to get here too before we do our plan.
Oh right, I remember. You guys had a plan.
Yes.
Guessing I'm not there yet.
I think all of us would meet up roughly somewhere around the area, so I assume you would like be around as well.
Am I close enough to hear something about a plan?
Yeah.
I stopped right next to him. I was like, I want out.
I'm sorry. Did all you say something about a plan?
Something's wrong with your microphone right now. Could you repeat that?
Oh.
I'm sorry. Did I just hear you guys mention something about a plan?
No, that's better.
Yes. Ken, do you still got that teleporting fork, if possible?
Is anybody around?
The tuning one?
Quite a
Yes,
lot.
you-
Quite a lot of people. Actually.
I do.
Hey! Come
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Why don't we talk over there instead? Too
So,
much people here.
so you see a large sum of people gathering at the entrance of the Colosseum, and you see the rooftops to the Colosseum, like closer, like the buildings to the Colosseum, are packed with people, just slowly filling up.
We'll make our way in, take a seat, and then let's
Okay.
make sure we get front seats.
Just don't mention a plan around so
So-
people kill. He whispers.
So
Omnius is where exactly? If he hasn't met up with them, he'll be teleporting there now.
okay, so you're basically going to the main entrance where the majority of the people are gathering, and you're basically kind of following the lead of Tasha. And she's
pretty much.
technically your guide and your ticket in, I guess.
God guide.
Yeah, pretty much. So, yeah, you walk around. There's a massive crowd of people. Most of them trying to get in. Some of them are just literally just screeching about wanting him dead.
Can I ask Tasha a question?
Yeah.
Are they against people just flying above the stadium to get a better view? I feel like druids wouldn't really be against that.
For everyone's safety, it's forbidden when the active trial is
Carried out.
yeah.
Righto.
She
With
kind
that
of she
being-
kind of mixes her words and just kind of slightly belches.
Liquor, do you have message by chance still?
Of course.
Can you message me so I can tell you the plan so then you can just pass it along?
Message? I don't quite understand what you're doing here, but I guess you will tell me now.
So, you come to the entrance, all of you, and you get Electro-Omnius by the guards. You get some weird fucking looks just staring you down as you're the creature of, like, Warforges. But Tasha just kind of waves her staff. These are actually the ones who gave a positive testimony for,
Zagratus.
yeah, Zagratus, thank you. Yeah, yeah,
I
and
feel like we're hated right now.
they look a bit angrily, but they just kind of step aside and let you through into the Colosseum. So, the Colosseum at this point is like not even a quarter packed. A lot of seats are open, and the closest seats to like the circle, where you see Zagratus is in chains, strapped to the ground, and just not moving, doing nothing, surrounded by a bunch of guards. And there's just a bunch of like individuals gathered up, just looking, seeing what kind of seats, just taking a specific spot where they want to sit. And the closest place to the circle is, well, the closest seats, and you basically get 60-foot like reach to Zagratus in the middle.
Alrighty.
Hey
how
guys, I
far
can
are
tell
we
you right
from-
now, I don't need to be here because I need to save you guys a seat. So just talk to the bees and I teleport away.
Oh, we're already at the seats.
I'm
So,
saving a seat anyway.
I still need a plan.
Waiting for your message.
I sent you the message. I don't know what you're trying to tell me, but I guess you will tell me now. That is the message.
Plan A, we're gonna be, I'm going to try and banish him so then Ken would have to use his work to teleport all of us away as fast as possible. Or plan B, we jump in and try and get him out as fast as possible. I have items for him all set up. Relay that to everyone else.
Where exactly do we want to get him out alive? Again, sending messages, kinda lifting up the amulet around my neck.
Specific reasons.
Just nodding,
Okay.
leaning back.
Now all of you can see the werebeast just staying a bit like quite close to the edge, like the inner edges of the Colosseum, just staring at Zagratus, not moving, not flinching. Half of its face is actually just beetle. As you see, one side is like one eye, one hazel eye, other side has two black beady eyes, and just saying nothing, just having this stare at the side of Zagratus.
So long for some reason.
So, you take seats, and time passes as more and more people gather up. And Tasha just says, well, it's gonna take like an hour before everybody gathers, because the judgment should be...
Why, waiting there, I'm going to be doing a mirror this dance night to see if spells can be used in the Colosseum as a cantrip.
Yeah, you can use dancing lines, but then immediately Tasha just pokes you with a staff like, hey, what are you doing? You want to get us in trouble?
Aww. wipes
Just
it
turn it
away.
off. Oh, I still had a good sleep.
I would be handing Rog the items just in case, so if he has to throw it.
What is it? What is this? What is this for?
This is for Plan B.
What?
We don't want to do Plan B.
If
Whatever
I'm
plan you have, I'll have no idea what it
Well,
is.
Vector would have messaged it to you guys.
What do I have? Okay.
I'm sorry, you would have what now?
I would have
Is there still
messaged it
missing?
to you, apparently. Basically, they are trying to banish out the target of
If
the
you're giving
execution before shit
if you're giving that to me in a message, Rog is going, bad plan, bad plan. Let's just get it. Let's just get a piece of him dead.
Second message by me, I agree, but honestly, I want to see this.
I want to see the carnage.
I look at Lecter with the slow shaking head. I personally don't want to have enemies here.
Just nodding.
Yeah.
And I'll simply turn around to Kira and say, if we sit together like a group, it will look incredibly suspicious. I'll stay close by, but not sitting directly next to you. Moving a bit further away.
Can I try moving away from Kilroy also?
There's plenty of spaces as the Colosseum slowly gathers. It's at the moment like only quarter capacity, and not a lot of people are taking front seats to this.
I am mostly gonna stick closer to Lecter and try to stay as far away as possible from Kilroy. I just hope they won't associate him with us.
Just shrugging.
Out of pure, I swear, if he does it, we're doomed.
Depends on how he does it.
Ugh.
If where I'm sitting, how far am I away from him? The one being executed.
What?
I'm just
He's
seeing
asking
how
the distance
far I am.
between him and Zagratus.
60 feet.
60 feet. Exactly.
Give or take, I'm not saying exactly or not.
Okay.
Should suffice.
I just need to tell you, for the sake of telling, there's in this arena that is about maybe 80 square, like a dome of 80 feet. There's about 80 guards just walking around, keeping a keen eye on everybody. And they look.
Did you? Sorry, go ahead.
No. I told what I need to tell.
Okay, because I don't believe any magic caster here have the silent spells. Silent
Wanna know
casters.
Darren behind this? Two
What?
of us do.
You do? I'll
You
shut up.
seriously think we're planning
I'll
a-
shut up then.
the
I'll shut up.
equivalent of an arcane coup without silent magic.
Fair enough. I'll shut up.
Oh,
Sorry for the reveal.
Give me a second.
Fair enough. Okay, who wants to talk now? It's getting silent.
It's getting silent. I'll use that silence for a second. I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Fair enough.
Give me like 2 minutes.
This is gonna go horribly.
or play off.
With you, I'm never sure. But something's gonna happen.
It's calm, it's peaceful. As the rising sun reaches its peak slowly but surely. More and more people gather up, and from all perspectives of the Colosseum, you see a lot of druids, morphed or not, on the tops of the roofs surrounding the Colosseum. The people have gathered, and 2/3 of the Colosseum are filled. Everybody's
Send in some fruit from the bag of holding.
okay.
The calm before the storm.
Now you guys actually ate your meal yet, so
Ugh. God damn. Hmm.
Give me a second.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, I'm in pain.
Why?
Ulcers. How do I say this? Mouth blister? No.
Ugh.
Something similar, but more common.
Canker sores.
There we go.
Okay. So, what is everybody doing? This is Lecter back.
Vector is not yet.
Aww.
I honestly have no idea what we're doing.
Well, you're.
Well, I'm looking at images of Gigantopithecus.
The fuck?
We're talking
The-
about in the game.
Okay,
Watching, waiting at the Coliseum.
me can't do shit right now, me just watching.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, there we go.
Yay!
Listen to the entire thing like with 2 seconds delay. Damn. As for
Right.
the waiting time,
So yeah. What would you like to do while everybody gathers up and you just wait for the execution?
reading.
Read.
I'm
Okay.
waiting, relaxing.
Okay. So,
Confidence.
time to one up
Neas is hanging out at Victor's Grove, just sort of.
mining your own.
I'll use plant growth once or twice just to grow a couple of flowers. Just be like, this is sad.
It's just saying. So.
Well, ask the question. Why?
Why what?
Why are we doing this? And is this absolutely necessary?
No idea and no.
So. Despite calm like notions when the Colosseum was like at the start of like the day, now when it's almost full and you start to see that there are people coming up the main like podium, which is higher than the rest of the Colosseum. You see this druid with long blonde hair and this crown of amber on his head, and holding another staff with amber. And you immediately just sense the mood change, as instead of like people being calm and civilized, they start to basically go into this chaotic mood and start to just basically sentence him to death. So,
I'll join the chatter so I don't look.
anybody else wants to join the chatter?
Nah, I just
Sure.
don't.
I'm just gonna do this like board guide thing. I'm still continuing reading the Plain Walker's Diary.
I just
But-
look uninterested.
So,
But I'm just like
Rob,
sing along.
the
yeah,
interesting
yeah.
thing you see the werebeetle is like sitting the same place, but there's like a good 15 like feet around her that nobody sits, and there's just this like a blank spot in there. She doesn't move. She doesn't say anything. She just stays there watching at Zagratus. So, and after a moment, everything goes a bit silent, but the echo still goes, as either by some sort of magic or just the natural booming of the voice of the speaker. It begins. Guests, servants, citizens, fellow druids of the Cradle Rocks. We gather here today to sentence, judge, and punish accordingly to our ancient laws that were told to us millennia ago. And then kind of he looks towards Zagratus. Former Archdruid Zagratus, you lived longer than these laws were installed to this place. You helped to form those laws. You're one of the most respected, honorable peers of our grove. You led your people with wisdom and kindness, but a natural evil took root as you slaughter all of your kith and kin in brutal massacre. While most sentenced you for death back then, some saw repentance in your mind and offered you a penitent journey to secure a potential future for us from less horrific beings. But from recent events, you have failed at as well. By failing the penance, you fail second time, and you fail this time permanently. There is no other action than death. And he kind of looks over the crowd. I, Kedville Shallowsong, hereby decree that Zagratus, former Archdruid of Cradle Rocks, is sentenced here by death via execution by a lichen. His soul will be locked away in this, as he kind of holds up this tiny piece of amber. This amber, and will be banished to the maelstrom, where his soul will be judged and will be lost forever if he does not find the right path. Those were the laws that were forged. Those are the laws that we follow. Archdruid Zagratus, formerly known, that is, your final plea, your final words before your judgment is due. Anything you like to say? Anyone? Anything you like to do? As you see, the werebeetle now actually stands up after she was mentioned.
I'll wait at the last second and do banishment with minor illusion of him being there.
You're gonna do what now?
At the last second, right before he dies, we're going to do banishment and then mere
Okay.
illusion, make it look like he died.
So,
I'm gonna join in actually as well, but with something different.
Oh boy, here it goes.
I'll upcast banishment to 5th level,
okay.
banishing away the amber piece.
Are you holding it?
Oh!
Are you
I'm
doing
doing
it? Are you
critical
do?
banishment
Are you?
on him.
Wait. Are you doing it now?
The second before he dies.
Okay.
With 2 points of
Just so you know.
points to extra.
Oh my
make it
god. You're gonna cast a lot of shade.
100.
Woo! Okay. The druid, the old
This is
feeble
a
druid
horrible
on the ground, looks up to the speaker, looks the crowd, and just gives a smirk, a smile. His eyes are open wide, like he's watching a bunch of tiny little children that don't see the bigger picture that is going on here. Give me a second. Where was it? Oh, dude. Let me check.
Oh my! I gotta go use the restroom real quick.
Could you imagine if that one big druid was actually trying to fake an execution as well? Now that'd be something.
So, let's wait for Kilroy.
Certainly make our job easier.
Let's wait. Let's wait for Kilroy. Ooh, shit.
Omnius on the other side of the world just.
For
face
one
palm.
time, I'm trying to socialize with Kira.
Kilroy's like,
Don't think it's a good idea.
Oh boy.
Righty, I'm back.
Okay. Alrighty. Who's ready for the final speech of Zagratus?
Oh yes.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I should
Yeah.
mention, I'm keeping the thing I said just now. I'm keeping that on hold until I specifically say so.
Okay. So,
Oh boy.
he tries to get off his knees, but the chain stopped him. And she just yells out, "Fools! All I did, all these centuries, the Scorched Line, the Civil War, I helped you. I tended to you. Then the moon shattered, a sign for the times to change. I found a way, a solution. But you were too blind, too eager to fall to your old ways. And now, you all think yourselves of predators, looking at the prey chain and defenseless. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I've been a proper servant, and my reward is due. You see immediately all the chains snap
I think we don't need to punish him.
as
I'm on board with this shit now.
you see all the chains snap as your good boy Zagratus stands up and he looks defiant at everyone. His skin begins to boil. Its shade of countless stars overwhelms its entire body, and is nothing but a single like shade of a space above the skies. He looks at all of you, just 360 all around, and everybody's quiet. A bunch of guards go into like full protective mode, getting their spears out, ready to aim. The werebeetle stands up and just begins to charge. And he just says, "Fools!" As all of them begin, just as soon as he says "fools," the ground beneath the stone where he stands immediately cracks into a million pieces, and a black matter just sprungs from its center, grasping every single person in the arena as they slowly start to fade into ash, dropping their weapons and armor, falling effortlessly, except for the werebeetle. as it looks around to the crowd in horror. He just
How
smirks.
far away from the were-beetle?
Too far away actually.
150 feet for Circle
No,
of Death.
then what?
Circle of Death, 150 feet.
What?
That's range.
You gonna cast that?
On the were-beetle, yeah.
Oh,
What? No,
oh my god. Sir, wait, Sir,
Circle of Death, 6th level. Con 17, 8d6 necrotic.
T6 necrotic.
Oh,
Oh,
You're
my-
attacking the beetle.
Yes.
Why? Zagratus just spared it. There's a reason.
do you
must-
do you have 500 gold pieces of black powder? A black pearl? Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Black pearl.
I have the regular pearls. I'm using the regular pearls.
No, you can't. You have to use black pearls.
Alrighty.
That's the and it's oh wait, okay. So wait, do you have the black pearl on you? Because if you
He
don't,
doesn't have a powdered crushed black pearl.
oh
I
yeah,
have
You would
some
need to use a mortar and pestle on a black pearl worth 500 gold to crush it.
I have the
Don't you
pearl,
dare.
the black pearl.
but you need to
You
crush
don't
it,
have it crushed.
And I'm not crushing that for you.
and it's a bit too late for that because you can't be like that. So he just looks
I'm
around
not
at
trying
the
to shut you down, Kura. It just is the fucking requirements there. It's gotta be crushed.
yeah. So he looks at everybody. As you see, the werebeetle starts coughing up blood. Rog,
Mute.
What?
you're like
I didn't.
What's going on with your mic?
I-
It sounded real
I
bad.
just turned on the lights. That's all I did.
There's
Well, we
some
hear
real
you.
reasons
Panic.
High
Okay,
frequency.
Okay. Sorry. I'll
Maybe
just
for a
do.
while.
There we go.
so.
It doesn't have to be just turn on crisp.
Yeah. So, as he looks around at the terrified crowd, he just like looks at all of you and looks back at the speaker who looks drawn back, but he still stands defiant. Don't worry. The new world will come clashing down, breaking the bones of the old orders. And with it, a new dawn will rise while your final dusk approaches, and he immediately just vanishes, leaving the cracked stone burned and ashy.
I'm pretty sure this was not how it was supposed to go. What's your general consensus on how this event turned out? Like, how are the people reacting?
Everybody's fucking like. It's more like everybody was morbidly scared now that he's gone. Everybody's just trying to figure out what's going on, just looking for each other. Just what now?
Time to start.
So,
grabbing
I'm going-
the stones.
Can I say something? Can I say something? I'm gonna go over to Rog. It's like, well, we have an audience. You wanna give them a show?
What do you have in mind?
You, me, in the ring.
Right now. Like, my head turns around 170 degrees.
Oh, just for a little bit of fun, you know. We got an audience, might as well give them a show.
Wait, do we just jump in the ring?
I get all this.
Let's just do it, bro. Let's go. For it.
Yeah, fine.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
I have no idea what you're doing.
Who?
Because the whole arena is filled with this black matter. If you jump in, can't save.
Oh, okay.
Is that? I'm so confused. What's going on now?
I'm sorry.
Nothing.
You saw the middle of the center crack and a bunch of black matter spread from it. Every single guard that was
I
touched,
missed that part. Let's not.
every
do that
single
then.
person touched by it basically disintegrated into ash while their armor and weapons fall to the ground. Only the werewolf survived, but it's now coughing up blood. And it's now.
Should we? I'm looking at Ken. Okay, you want to do that, but should we just tell that guy not to kill us and just give us a free space to walk in, or
I don't think it's a good idea to go in there at all.
To be honest,
me
I
neither.
totally missed that part.
Can Lecter, Rog,
Oh, I
Kirai?
never said-
No.
never s-
The black matter is spreading from the arena up the fucking Colosseum.
It's like, so fucking course not. You see the big fucking bubble? Let's get the fuck out of here.
As
I'll be making my way out with molding earth just to add that to my collection of history.
as
okay, moving on. Can I just before have a Lecter? Can you grab a picture of that guy's crown and his staff? Thanks. Just before we leave.
Noted.
I mean, it would be a good time. We could use a plane shift.
We'll be getting out of there.
you see.
Is the goblin
We're
around?
open out.
Yeah,
Wait,
she
the goblin
is panicking. As you see,
I'm
people.
grabbing the goblin.
Some people are actually touching the.
Hooray! We're actually adopting the goblin.
Some people are actually like either accidentally or purposely touching the thing, and they immediately just turn to ash and just collapse.
Yeah, I'm grabbing the goblin. Hang
Does
on.
anybody have thaumaturgy or something that can boom their voice to say, "Don't touch it and just run"?
No, I'm just gonna
Guy, right?
The whole Colosseum, as they begin to realize that the black matter spreads from the outer layer further into the Colosseum, begin to panic.
I grabbed Tasha.
We're good.
Just with us.
we're run-
Don't worry, we got you. And come on, let's go.
So, where are you heading?
Away.
Away.
Oh wait, where specifically?
Away from the Colosseum.
Yeah. So everybody, some people are literally fucking druids, so they just fucking jump off the Colosseum, polymorph, fuck off.
Omnius, if you have a plan, or anybody, I'd love to hear it.
I'm running wide doing mold earth on the stones I picked up to add that history.
Oh,
What he
sure.
said.
Can you still transport us back to Green Shade, or Lecter, do you have an idea?
That would be Omnius' field of expertise.
We still need
So-
that.
I'm going to first go to Victor's Grove and drop something off our axis, and then I'm going to go back to them and be like teleport ahead of them and next to a nearby tree and just sort of wave them over to the tree.
Get in here.
Running to the tree with my big doggo.
And goblin.
Yes, I have the goblin. I'm saving the goblin.
Okay. You looking backwards, you see the matter is spilling from the Colosseum.
Yeah, no, this place is fucked.
Can anybody explain what the hell just happened?
I don't know.
History!
To me, it just looked like making history, but it also
It's
looked
past
like.
tense now, it's history.
Anyways,
I'm
all it
going
looks like to
to
me is this
wave them
guy.
over to the tree. Don't less talking, more getting into tree. Everybody get ready. We got 6 seconds.
So all of you, Zad and Tasha
We're
included.
going for it.
Yeah. One final thing. All of you make perception.
Okay. Well, that won't work.
Dirty 20.
Involving sound.
27.
It does make sound. It definitely makes.
14.
True sight 2?
No.
27 on my.
Damn.
Rog, as you make your way through the portals back to Green Shade, you just hear a blood curdling screech of 1,000 voices coming from the Colosseum.
Would I too?
Yeah.
This place is fucked.
Uh,
Lecter, can you call your big boss? I'm sure this magic gobbledygook is her specialty.
we actually have an embassy close by that should be informing them about something like this, but I will ask nonetheless. Um, Sending Xana the second I'm through this portal.
Uh-huh.
Are you aware of what's currently happening? Wait a second. What's this place called again?
Cradle Rocks.
Is the Platinum Seas aware of what's currently happening at Crail Rocks?
Not that I'm aware of. What is happening?
I'm pretty sure some Archdruid execution went wrong enough that the whole city is currently experiencing grave dangers. Like, at least a few thousand people have died just now.
Noted.
Also, one last, afterword. Does the name Zagratus ring a bell?
A mean old bastard. Met him twice.
He's the one.
By the way, are we still on the other side? Have we gone through the
Yes.
tree yet?
Yeah,
yes.
we have.
Yes.
I'm sending the
Oh,
message
okay.
Pretty sure we
afterwards.
end up wasting time.
The tree was taking you guys to like downtown Green Shades.
Okay, so
Just
what?
to clarify, to make sure I knew where everyone was going.
Okay.
Uh,
Are you
Not
looking
as
at the goblin?
I
You okay?
expected.
okay, so let's see. Let's go for this as yeah, you're back to Green Chain and everything is alright. Nothing is happening.
I look at
Nothing is alright.
I look at Tasha under my arm. Are you alright?
She looks incredibly gray for a goblin.
I pat her head.
That was
Alright.
experience.
Alright. It's alright. Do
Round
you
two.
want to- do you want to ride the big dog? He's fluffy. How do we deal with goblins?
Guys,
Guys, roll me perception.
my
Oh.
BDAR is picking up something.
Yeah, roll perception.
Perception
fuck.
is not my eye.
Natural 20.
The first thing, the first.
I am
30,
rolling
30.
shit right now, guys.
You see
Need effect?
Omnius's like face, like his little robot face, is a bright red exclamation mark.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Kirai, the first thing you go out and it's like, oh, it's good to see that we're safe. You immediately
Me?
hear you immediately hear the ground underneath you tremble. And all of you suddenly hear the vibrations as there's a large fucking scream coming from the eastern side of where you landed. And you can actually see the people who are just nearby look confused and like not knowing what the fuck that is. But you besides the ground shaking, start to hear distant charred trees getting just destroyed by some sort of force.
Oh no. I look at Lecter. Ship.
After I go through the portal, I'm like, woo! Round 2!
Yeah, it's like,
I didn't hear that.
I'm looking at Lecter. Is it a good time to go to the ship now?
Is the ship gonna be enough? Is the question.
I don't think we have time to buy the other ship though.
I'm gonna go see exactly what that is. I'm gonna be back, and I'm gonna teleport to one of my nearby bees.
Be
Oh, I was gonna do my dragon thing on my wrist and have it go see if there's a heart that I could feel the beat to.
I'm cradling the goblin.
there is no beat that you sense, even though the tremble goes by.
It's undead. Run!
I would like all of you to roll initiative.
What's going
What?
on?
As
What do
through
I see?
as through one of the buildings that were half destroyed immediately breaks down as a massive 12-foot tall and about 20-foot long rhinoceros that it looks like he's he had a lot of fur that just got like infected, and now it's going deep into its skin. And interestingly enough, the scarring, the infection looks similar to what you just witnessed in Cradle Rocks.
What?
I got
Roll
Oh, God.
initiative! Hurrah!
I got 11.
Vector,
Thank God I
got
had the
13,
rest.
Not an 8. I got +5 for initiative.
Oh, so 13 in total. Sorry. my
Yeah.
mistake.
Okay. So, give me a
Wait a
second.
minute, wait a second. Don't I have something for advantage on the initiative?
Yes.
Initiative, yes, okay. Whew, thank God, thank God. I remembered it in time.
Okay, let me
Okay.
check. Let me check.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Wow, that's
It's 1 point better.
helpful.
Oh,
Flip it.
I got 18.
Okay, so let's see now. I'm just gonna play this real quick because it's fun.
I need the alert feed.
Time to play some combat music. Woo!
I
So
want the
what?
ring.
So the guy knows where we're at then.
Uh-oh. Yikes.
We were fools. We were trying to help him.
You were a fool for trying to help him. We just played along for one.
Okay, so let's see. Let's see. So who's from the top?
20 for Lecter.
20 for Lecter, 18 for Omnius, 18 for
Ken.
Ken, yeah. Then comes Omnius and no, yeah, Kirai and
And then
Then me.
yeah, okay. And
Last in the initiative, as always.
it's fine. You got a new toy to try out though. So, oh yeah, I need to.
Are you talking about the goblin?
Oh, of course, the harpoon, you fucking dumbhead.
I have that thing right under my arm right now.
21. Okay.
Oh no.
So, who just out of curiosity, who is the closest? Who would be at the front?
I believe I would have walked a few steps while on my way, like while talking to Xana, but I don't
Okay.
know what that means.
So,
I was the last one to exit through the portal or run, kind of.
Believe I could be in front, but
so it's beginning. It's gonna charge at. Let's see. Omnis, you're there, right? You didn't teleport somewhere else, right?
Oh no, I'm here. I'm very confused.
Okay.
He's tempted to leave. Oh, no, he did. He teleported away to see what it was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like, I teleported like a couple of blocks ahead to get a good view of it.
But it's somewhere else next to the party. So, in that case, if you're not there, Rog, congratulations. You're gonna get ward. Roll me a strength saving throw as he's gonna do a legendary action.
is he coming towards me?
Yeah, he's gonna charge you.
Sentinel.
What?
Sentinel. Feet.
Don't you need to be in your move?
No, Sentinel has fancy things that happen out of his turn. Exactly what's related to this stuff.
Oh.
Master the technique to take
Oh
advantage
my
of
god,
your-
wait.
That one.
Okay, so what kind of like what Sentinel does? What helps you with this?
I do it. If I hit, okay, just a second. I'm just gonna read it right now.
To summarize it,
You have to drop in regard upon benefits. When you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, the creature's speed becomes 0 the rest of the turn. Creature provoke your opportunity attack from you, even if they take a disengage action before leaving your reach. When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against the target,
All
as
you
an
do here is reduce its speed to 0. So
Yeah.
it charges into you and it can't go anywhere for the rest
So what basically happens is
Great.
it charges towards you. It opens its maw. As you see, it dislocates its jaw twice the amount, and you see a bunch of tendrils coming from its mouth and tries to grasp you. But something happens, either the slippery ground or some other force of nature or divinity, that it trips and like gets a full like truckloads of dirt into his maw instead, missing you completely.
Oh, did it still pass near me? Cause I still want to attack it.
No, it did not. It stopped in front of you because it missed. So, hey. So, Lecter, you're up. What would you like to do?
Like
So, explain to me exactly what the fuck am I fighting right now?
20, about 12 foot tall, 20 feet long rhinoceros that looks like it's been covered in fur, infected, and the infection looks similar coloration of that of Zagratus.
I think what we're looking at is the ancient unicorn.
Yes.
I mean, hey, I'm putting
Modern-day
in place for looking at it.
unicorn.
It's the ancient
Modern-day
unicorn.
Yeah, calm down. Let's see. Give me my fucking list.
While he's thinking about that, I just want to say I have the envision in my head of like this thing charging full force at Rog, and Rog just doing that like catch it as it charges him thing.
But then falls short.
Well, at least try it, because it would be awesome if it hit.
So,
While still
like-
having difference to it, please make me a wisdom save.
Oh god. 16.
God, my wisdom save is so... 18! Yes. It fails.
Okay, what happens?
Paralyzed until the next turn. Every attack against it is a crit if it's within 5 feet.
Okay.
It cannot take an action this turn.
Okay.
Hold monster. Hold monster.
Oh.
Oh my god, I'm gonna do so much damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Gailey's harpoon.
So, Ken, you're up. What would you like to do?
I mean, depends on if Ambius wants to. Oh no, Ambius is not there.
No. Ken, you also have a plus 10 to initiative, so. Go.
Yeah, no. Okay, so how far away am I?
About 15 feet.
Hunt him like a
15.
man.
Well, I guess I should just put in 2 shots into it.
Roll to hit.
Let
Shady
me
or
double
chop?
see how many AC rounds. I'm gonna do AC rounds, so that's a +2 with it again. So this is gonna be fun.
Fuck it up. Fuck it up. Fuck it up.
Watch my modifier, guys, because of the +2.
It hits.
Wow!
Yes,
You
if I
can't
do
roll below a 20.
well, if I do armor piercing for now.
What the fuck?
You cannot miss.
Well, he can hit
Well,
it now.
technically I can. Technically.
When
Because I
it's- when
did just
that
roll
one-
a 2.
Depends on the creature's AC, but holy shit. You would just meet my AC right now.
Okay.
26.
Okay.
And another one.
Roll to hit.
Pretty sure that hits.
Wait, dude.
Oh my.
I'm pretty sure that bloody hits.
Yeah.
Oh shit, did I?
And then
Still need-
30. I literally just matched my to hit with my damage.
I just realized something. Per definition, officially, you would have advantage on that attack. On any of those attacks.
I mean, it doesn't really matter anyway, since I already hit. And I
You could
did.
go crit fishing.
I literally just did. I literally 3 out of my 4 d8s rolled max damage.
So,
Well, I'm not done yet.
okay.
I'm going to move back 30 feet. And now I'm done.
Okay. You see as the two bullets go straight through, and you see the beast is almost unfazed by it, like it didn't take full brunt of the damage.
It is a magical gun, though.
I know.
So is it
I said
even
what
then?
I said. What I said. Ooh.
Interesting.
So.
I'm going to relay that.
Yeah. Now Omnius, you're up. What would you like to do? Omnius.
One more time.
Your turn.
When you're done, come on.
Oh Christ. Sorry, my roommate and his kid are playing a game that I'm really interested to have my attention for just a second. So, the last I heard, Ken got a shot in, but it didn't seem to hit for quite as bad. Shit. It's my action to teleport back to the rest of the group.
Yeah.
And I teleported far enough away, like I'm assuming I'm more than my movement speed.
About I would say 120 to 180 feet.
I didn't send my B radar out, so I don't have my swarm ready to go right now either. Fudge.
I mean, you do have a bunch of bees on Lecter and Kirai and Ken. 10
Alright,
each.
I'm gonna burn my action to teleport back to them, and I don't have any particularly good bonus action spells to work with right now, so I'll bonus action. I can't bonus action wild shape because I'm in the wrong circle. I guess that's my turn. I just come back to the rest of the group and go, oh Jesus Christ, that thing is way bigger than I thought it was. I just saw the path of destruction. What?
Okay, so with that being done, Kirai, you're up.
Talk is gonna be tough to kill.
Lion thing go right under it.
You want to go on? You want to go under it?
No, my flying thing that's just a heart.
Uh huh.
Have that go under it and blow from it.
Okay, that's a whole action. Yeah.
Sorcery point do for a quick action with fireball.
With a fireball? Everybody's close to it, except for
After
Ken.
I move my back, move to the opposite
Which is
side of
why I moved.
Okay.
Sorry, what the fuck?
So it's going to be out of the range of them. It's going to be in the back side of it.
So, whew. Oh
It
wait,
needs to make a next save.
I don't think it can because it's
It
holds.
automatically
Yeah.
fails.
So remember how much you need to roll?
Where- That's the fireball.
Okay. Yeah, you fuck it up with a fireball. Let's go.
Trying to look for that thing. Damn, got how much damage? Yes. I'm looking through our messages right now. I can't find it.
12d6.
Well,
Go. Go! As the rune extinguish in your hand and you do a bunch of damage. And then after the end of your round, Kirai, your light comes on your shoulder and just hold fast, child. Another one is coming.
oh, just hear me. Stop.
But we don't know why.
Hey. So then it's Rock's turn. Rock, what would you like to do?
Using the action to control the dog, I just yeet the goblin at the dog to run away with the goblin in the other direction, mostly towards the ship. And now I'm taking Gale's harpoon, raging the fuck out because I am not in the mood for giant rhino hunts. And I basically poke it. I am attacking the thing raged up. So,
Woo! Reckless.
let's fucking go!
You don't need to do reckless. You have advantage anyway,
oh, yeah,
and it's a crit if it hits anyway.
Yeah, true. But I'm still gonna attack twice because
And triple crit damage. Let's fucking go!
This ain't even double damage I did not.
okay. So what was it again? It's bonus 2 to hit.
Strength plus dexterity plus proficiency plus 5.
Okay. First of all, that's 2 hit, right?
2 hit,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, so my strength is 6 plus proficiency, that's 10 plus dexterity.
Yeah.
For me it says 15, not 13. Wait. I'm not sure now. I'm confused now.
About what?
Your dex probably went up during the mythic level.
Yeah.
We got the +2 during the last one of those. That's why it's 13 to 15. Which would be a +2? 3. No, 2.
It's just, on the thing it's 15. Just a second. It's what were you? Dex, strength, proficiency plus 5. So
Your strength is going to make you a 6, right?
that would give me 18 actually because
Yeah,
of
plus
plus 5.
18?
Then do.
Yeah. That
Okay.
sounds about right.
Hit it.
6 plus 2 plus 5.
Hit
Oh,
it.
1. Does
Yeah,
that hit?
That would work.
2. Does
Okay.
that hit?
So remember, 4d12 plus 40, but it does not include your brutal critical. So 1 additional die of d12.
It does not.
5d12
Get my
plus.
brutal critical.
He didn't crit.
Or it
though,
does.
did
It did.
He did crit
It auto-
because he's
it
the monster's
automatic
paralyzed.
The monster's
Yeah.
paralyzed.
And not to
Okay.
mention,
On fire.
and not to mention triple crits. Let's go, baby.
Okay, so
he? That's right. Paralyzed or automatic crits.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I feel like the greatest support cast ever.
Yeah.
of course you do. So
You're the one that stuns it. I'm the one that does fire.
40.
Hand to hand.
Triple me that while I do the other roll.
I mean, he won. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my god. I need. Oh my.
Okay, so two crits. Let's see. Now all that together give me.
Oh my fucking god. You eviscerate the creature. Here's the thing. You didn't know how. Like, this stick is literally just like a stick. It's light, it's nothing. You poke through the creature. It feels like you're poking through like a soft butter tissue. And you just swing it and you literally dissect a rhino in half in a single fucking motion.
With that kind of damage, I could basically kill a dragon. Like
Welcome to Mythic Weapons! Congratulations! Welcome to the
Combat
end game!
I instantly turn around.
No,
Where's this other one?
it's not over yet.
There's another one.
It's another one.
I turn around, look around. Where's the other
Okay,
one?
so how far is the goblin right now? How far? Is
90 feet away because the wolf went with full speed.
Okay, so where's the other rhino? Because now I'm gonna use my movement.
Roll me perception, everybody.
Give me that
16.
fucking rhino. Give me that fucking rhino. Give me that fucking 20.
Did I see it with true sight too?
Not natural. 20.
Natural 20 plus 6.
Perception. You can see the familiar noises and tremors coming from the same spot, maybe a bit to the right.
I am running with aggression towards the location where the rhino would most probably be.
Uh-huh.
So
I'm gonna make my
running
way
with-
to with Rug.
So me running with aggression would basically give me 100 feet of movement. So I'm moving 100 feet towards that. So,
Yeah.
do I see it yet?
You see the beast charging towards you. So, end of your turn. Top of the round. It's the other fucking rhino. As it charges to you, it tries to do a legendary action.
Sentinel.
Wait, no, it did it wrong. Give me a second. 6, not 12. Fuck!
Okay, but can I do Sentinel now?
I mean, it needs to run past you to do Sentinel. It charges into you, but it misses.
You sure? I
All
thought
it does when it runs into you is you stop its movement. If it runs past you, you get a free attack.
Yep.
Right.
So no.
Okay.
So,
Well-
it is up to Ken. What Ken would like to do?
Or if it runs and attacks somebody next to you.
All right.
I need-
so
I need-
what-
I need
so the
more
one that we were attacking just got eviscerated.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, it is currently turning
And-
rapidly into ash.
And I rolled a nat 20 on that, so I know where it's coming from.
Yes, because now you can see at the top of your turn where Rog is basically face to face with the rhino.
Oh, and how far away is that rhino?
We ran 100 feet towards it, so I'm guessing about 120 to 130.
Okay. Right. And...
Right, you're right. Can do fairy fire to give us all advantage.
That was
Let's
mostly
see here.
referencing the fact that he's holding like one of the biggest guns in existence right now, but whatever.
Right. Sorry.
Fairy fire is also an option.
Yeah.
But I just kind of want to mention I still have 3 more possible hold monsters.
Oh boy, keep it. We might need it.
You know what?
Hector, I got this
I'm
one.
just gonna take my regular my 2 shots
So,
at it.
if you're gonna use AP rounds, it's an automatic hit. So,
Actually, was just going to actually switch to incendiary. See
okay.
if that works. Which is still plus 18.
Rolling that 20. Let's see how it goes. Close
No,
enough.
but I did get a 35 again.
Yes, it's a hit.
I'm just gonna do the next one too, just for that.
I thought you'd take a turn just unreloading and reloading.
Not with my weapon expertise though.
Ah,
God damn it! I have to be a psychiatrist after this game. God damn it!
What about 26? Does 26 hit as well?
Yes.
Okay, well then let's roll the damage. So that's the first one.
Still though, that spear work
Uh,
with my legendary. Well,
Yeah. Oh,
mythic-
there's an extra 2d8 in there. Shit. I'll roll those afterwards.
okay.
And now for the fire damage, and there's 2 of them.
Okay.
I can't roll in that one.
Okay.
So 25, 22, and 19.
Yep. You
And
see,
that's it.
Yeah, you see the fur catching on fire as the bullets whiz by through the monster.
Well, Rog has to deal with the fire thing now.
So now it's up to Lecture. Lecture, what would you like to do?
I want to have some fun too.
Oh?
Please make me a dexterity saving throw instead.
I have a feeling that thing's pretty fast.
So do I, but I still want to see what happens.
What's going on?
Dexterity saving throw from the beast.
I'm waiting for Arax's reaction.
What?
Dexterity saving throw from the perspective of the beast.
Perspective of the beast? Okay.
Yeah, I need a dexterity saving throw from it.
Oh shit! Wow! Oh wow! Wow, these monsters are not lucky.
Can I tell you what spell I used? Disintegrate.
Oh my god.
72 points of damage.
Noise.
Well, enforce. Oh my god. You just see like a good quarter of the beast just disintegrate and the rest is still there. You see the innards. They're not moving. The thing is no longer alive, but it's still fighting nonetheless.
It's so
It does not look healthy.
Huh?
It's
It's
still
still
attacking.
somehow. But I'm not finished yet. Just give me a second. My spell list is way too long.
The problems
Are you
with being a
looking at me?
wizard.
Yep. I'll spend my bonus action casting a spell. I'll message you.
Okay.
Messaging who?
I know.
My turn's over.
Oh my god. Okay. What do you hit?
I don't hit anything yet. But I'm sending it in.
Ah. Okay, I get it.
I can attack on the next one.
Okay, gotcha. And now it's Kirai's turn. Kirai, what would you like? Oh wait, now Omnius.
Omnius. Don't forget
Yeah, I was
Omnius.
gonna say. Well, this thing's in basically melee range at this point, right?
With Rock, yes.
Can I angle myself in such a way that I could project a cone out of my hand that
Yes.
wouldn't hit anybody but the thing?
Yep, it's big enough.
Yeah, we'll drop a 5th level cone of cold on it.
Woo! +2, because you got the ring.
So, 1 second here. Each creature must make a con saving throw. My base DC is 18. Does that +2 apply to the saving throw?
Yes.
Okay, so DC 20.
Dex?
Con.
Oh, con.
I think its con is better.
26!
Alright, so it succeeds on that, but it still takes 12 points of cold damage. That was a lot of ones. Look at that. Alright, that's my turn.
Okay, now it's up to Kirai.
I'll make my movement, get up closer. How far am I away from it after 30 feet?
Okay.
How far am I away from it now?
30 feet, about 40, 45.
Banishment.
What the fuck?
Charisma 17.
Well, it's ugly enough.
Charisma 17.
You shall not pass.
5. It is banished. Combat's over.
You dick! I was gonna hit that!
Should have been faster.
Phrasing.
Okay, you know what? I'm holding action then.
Hold a minute.
Oh wait, after a minute it's
Give me
gonna
that
disappear.
It reappears,
That's
of
why I
course,
said I'm
unless
holding
it's
it.
from a different dimension. That's up for you to decide.
Oh, I know what I decided already. It's up to you to decide. So,
I'm guessing it's my turn.
round, yeah. What are we gonna do? What is
Well, if
ever?
there's
No one is coming.
I'm going back, running back because apparently there's nothing else to fight. So might as well go back towards the group.
Oh, for a second I thought he was going to come after me. You idiot!
Wait. So what are you gonna do, Kilroy? What's the plan?
Don't wait a full minute.
Oh, you're gonna wait a full...
Let it get poof.
Okay. So after a single minute, something pops out and it's just a cloud of dust and ash. As combat is over.
Oh, Girai! I was honestly okay. Fine. You know what? I have nothing to say. You did a good job. Everybody, we fucked them up. Now, looking at the corpse of the one I hit,
It's now a pile of ash.
Dad, I would have loved a horn.
It's fully just
Oh, I
pile
mean,
of-
you also minced meat the thing, so
That thing's dead.
Grab a stick and start touching the ash that I just banished.
Make me a Constitution saving throw. Can I roll a con save? Oh,
19.
as soon as it touched
I'm using a stick
no.
on it.
Oh,
I
Is that
said I
touch-
grabbed a stick and then poked it
He did.
with that.
I did. Okay.
You did.
You see the slightly brownish stick immediately darken and wilt in matter of seconds.
Girai, don't touch that.
This is not good, Ash.
Is it burning the ground that I'm just looking? Not even.
Well, it looks like it's just slowly evaporating. Like the ash is like some sort of thing, and it's evaporating slowly. Just the pile of ash is slowly making itself smaller and smaller as time goes by.
I'll grab one of the bottles of the acid from the dragon, open it,
Okay.
and with one of the
He's gonna make
stones,
an alchemical explosion.
gonna do mold earth and then add that right
Into that?
I'm going to mix it in that bottle.
The bottle immediately foams up in the grayish pattern, and if you try to core gut, it starts to crack and eventually breaks in your hand.
Volcan.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let me get the cool nature sounds as everybody is back to normal. And yeah, people
Picking up on Tasha.
yeah. As far as I know, you said to go to the boat, so the wolf went back to the boat.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Thing,
Oh,
I tried
boy.
making the acid stronger.
Yeah.
Girai. You know what? No, not even Girai. Everybody, can somebody explain to me what magic fuckery happened?
Are
I would
we
like to ask the same
entirely
thing to
sure
you.
it's over?
Oh, it's definitely not over if it reached over here. They say it was
Right.
way over at
Any
the
more
ends of
coming
the earth.
after us?
I hope not.
What the hell
But-
exactly were those? I'm not one to usually ask these kinds of questions, but what?
Omnius. You still left some beasts who were going around the Colosseum, right?
Oh yeah.
no.
You see, basically the entire street is now in darkness. There's only ash, and the Colosseum is now a giant living moth with a bunch of limbs trying to crawl out of the Colosseum as a whole thing. It looks like a many-limbed spider with its shell, I guess. Just a bunch of teeth and eyes trying to get out.
Okay, so glad we left there when we did.
Why? What's going on over there?
Nothing good.
So, okay, while we were there, what were you guys doing while I was trying to take a nap?
Watching you?
No, I mean before that. Before I went into the den full of lycanthropes.
Trying to buy a boat and selling some stuff.
Did you succeed?
Oh yeah, no, it
Pretty
went
much.
pretty well. Speaking of which, should I go rescue the shipwright before the whatever this is gets to him?
What's the current situation over there looking like?
Not great. That whole Colosseum area basically gone. The giant Colosseum that was based out of a tree, pretty much becoming a giant corrupted tree thing, digging itself out of the ground. Nothing good's gonna come from that.
Let's say we try and save him.
We can convince him to do that.
Wait, who's a grass?
No, the shipwright.
Oh,
Ned.
you see,
try-
you're looking around. Obviously, you don't see that the black mass is spreading any much more, as it's just basically the giant thing. And you see, there's a shitload of druids, similarly looking like the speaker that you saw. Basically preparing some sort of magical incantation, and you can see quite a few robed figures with colors of the Platinum Seas as well.
Amiya, by
Interesting.
chance, do you still know where he is?
Who?
The one that was chained up.
Oh, Zagratus? Dean, do I have any idea where he is?
He has a bee on him.
Oh, true.
He had a bee on him at the time. I have no idea if the bee survived.
Well,
True.
roll me intelligence check. Roll me
Let's see if
intelligence.
the bee had the willpower.
Not so smart, bosses.
Oh no!
Oh!
It immediately.
Unfortunately.
It's basically like It's have you ever seen that video of like that cockroach getting just torched by a fucking welding torch, just like burning to the crisp? That's basically what happened in the moment. Just like
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say no, Kilrai. I wish I did, but alright, I'm gonna call that one Suicide Unit 02.
I guess we didn't need to go over there to try and help him.
Evidently not. Although I'm questioning now why this happened, motioning at the pile of ash on the ground.
You do
Maybe
not
because he
touch that.
created the pathway over there.
Did anybody notice he mentioned the shattered moon?
What about that? What does that mean?
I don't know, but is there even a second moon at night?
Well, I actually have the tablets of it. I ran down while I'm running.
I actually wanted to ask, what's about that? Because, to me, the moon seems like a very big thing.
Oh shit, guys.
Eh?
It's a new development.
What?
So fun fact, I had basically all of the dragon parts at this point consolidated in one place.
They're being taken?
It's not looking like it's a fun place to want to be right now.
Wait, what's going on?
Like,
All of our loot's gonna go away from the dragon?
I wouldn't necessarily say all of it, but there's things there that I don't really want to deal with. It looks like a lot more of the same,
Or
but
banishment.
angry.
Wait. Are you saying... where is all this? Where is all this happening?
Oh, a hill not too far outside of Forge Knight.
No one's in danger.
In a manner of speaking. Not, I don't necessarily say it would be huge, but like there's something happening.
Let's
We have
go
means to
around.
get there.
Where's the problem?
so.
It's gonna spend me. Like I'm not gonna have any high level spells left if I take us over there right now.
So, with that being said and done, it's been almost 4 hours. Are you good with stopping here? I think
How
it's
many hours?
a horrible dramatic
yes.
climax that I would be fine leaving at a cliffhanger.
Yep.
Yes.
You know what? Me too.
so.
Like, I don't genuinely have the time anymore because I genuinely. One fun fact: I just learned that I'm going to write an exam in roughly 10 hours.
Oh God, go
Oh,
to bed.
Go to bed.
So yeah,
bed.
Now you witness the time of calm. Now comes the time for reckoning. Let's go. So,
Well, at least that was
How
one hell of
much,
a power display.
Did I
44.
write it all down?
Huh?
Did I write down that history?
What history?
What he said before everything happened?
Of course. Never heard.
That
I did mold earth on some stones as tablets.
Oh.
So, Araxis, I do have to ask though. I think we're gonna. If there were multiple campaigns, I'm pretty sure all campaigns would have felt this, right?
Felt this? What?
If you had multiple campaigns going on in this world, I'm pretty sure all of those campaigns would have felt these effects, wouldn't they?
Oh, eventually.
Oh boy.
Oh,
In time,
eventually. In time.
Things are happening.
Woo! Progress! Now you now know that there is something up, something nasty. Whew. It's always with those druids, eh? Can't trust them. Anyway,
God damn it.
so with that being said and done, you got exactly 15 seconds to say whatever the fuck you want before I'm shutting the stream down with no survivors. Go.
40-12 plus 40 points of damage, triple crit while the enemy
What?
is paralyzed.
What?
Twice per turn.
Welcome
Fuck
to
that bitch.
welcome to the end game at level 11.
And it's just the beginning.
Hey, you basically speed ran to your end game. Like I said, if you think you can find a better weapon, and